G'day everyone, Matt over here.
Sorry, is that me? That's me.
The brick boards here. At least I know the sound's working.
Why is Wally flat on his back? What are you doing?
Went a bit Wally.
If you eat bacon, you would not tell it's a fake cheese. It's bacon.
I was in a house fire whilst my mum was at work.
Was it caused by you?
So...
That's a yes. Yeah, is that right, Sam?
I believe so. There's another little Easter egg in the Death Star. You mentioned the Luke and Vader one, but there's another one. If you throw it at a wall, you can recreate the scene where it explodes.
Oh, his eyes just fell as you said that. But yeah, it just means that he has to be in a very specific position, otherwise he'll just, oh my god. It's the only time that I've considered glue for Lego.
There's two now! It doesn't matter!
Along to episode number 23 of the Family Bricks Thursday live streams, where we get together and just have a chat with some friends and build some building bricks, usually Lego, and just take in the week and all those sorts of things. How is everybody's week been out there? It's been a strange old sort of week. For me, kiddies are now on school holidays, so it puts a limitation on what we can do with the time and everything like that. So we'll be getting into those sorts of things. As always, do all the social media things, share, like, subscribe. Probably forget to do that. And a shout out to the replay gang. Always appreciate you guys. There's many people watching after the fact. So a shout out to Brian's Bricks, who left a comment on last week's stream. So if there is anyone out there on the replay gang who does watch, feel free to leave a comment down the bottom in the comments and we'll give you a shout out on the stream. And just trying to think, I think this week I've also got a poll there, something about, we've just had Amazon Prime Day, so whether or not you were able to pick something up or you had stronger willpower, or if you're thinking Amazon Prime is a transformer, whichever way it goes. So feel free to put those responses in the poll. It should be there somewhere. And I think that's most things, the usual sort of thing we'll go through and just let our sponsor have their little plug. It helps with the couple of costs.
This video is brought to you by McCatsim Holiday Homes in Margate and Broadstairs. Great for a week's holiday or a weekend escape, being just over an hour east of London, UK. Treat yourself to amazing sunsets, a Lego wall, or great food. Visit www.mccatsim.com and mention this YouTube video and we'll look after you.
Just last weekend, sort of down at one of the holiday homes there, just getting it ready for the summer and everything like that. So some really nice weather and enjoying the beach and everything there. But then it's always a matter of then having to do a lot of the maintenance issues and bits and pieces. But certainly summer is upon us for those sorts of things. So having said that now, I think we'll start getting some people into the chat. Meant have a look at some people who are in the chat there, and got Big Nate Bricks. Nice to see you along. Hope that you're going well. Hey. Hope that you are having a good evening as well. And I think we'll bring in our first sort of guest. And having said that, then Monarch pops up and says, hi all, hope that you're going well, Monarch. And this person last week was just about to finish off their Rivendell build, and I thought maybe they'd finish it off on the stream, but they're like, no, got the next one lined up. And checking out on social media earlier today, and they'd also finished that one as well. So I'm going to be interested to see how things are going and what they might be working on. Let's bring in our friend from Germany, Lady McBrick. How are you going this evening?
It's great. I'm having so much fun with you. Yeah. And as you said,
excellent.
It's fun.
Yep.
All done.
You got it up there. So it's all done. So you're not even going to get to savor that on a Thursday build. It's done already.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. Once you start, you can't stop. Yeah. But yeah, the only
Yes.
and I love it absolutely. The only thing that I feel kind of sorry for, because the place where I put it, I like it. Was a bit risky to put it up there, but other than that, because you have to lift it over your head and not a nice view. It's just that when you really want to see the logo, it looks best when you look at it from the side. Yeah.
To be able to, to sort of see it there. Yeah. No, it's, I think, certainly I saw some of your posts on Instagram, and I think even shouting out to Craig, I think you guys were commenting backwards and forwards about moving it and how secure and secure it wasn't. So
it was stable. It's just that it's probably just me, because it's kind of heavy, and then standing on the ladder and lifting it above your head. I'm not good with heights, so it's not. Yeah, but other than that, Craig is totally right. It's stable.
it's stable. Yeah, there's always certain moments, like even last week when Trevor was on stream and he was sort of like juggling and trying to show us some of his friends' sets. It's just like, oh, this has got disaster written all over it. Like, please just don't let it. So yeah, I could imagine for something like that, if you're standing up on a ladder and you slip, it's like, oh, okay, then yeah, that's how many pieces was that? About 2,000, 3,000?
I had to check. I don't even know. I think it's 3,000. It's hard to tell because there are really big pieces in it. Yeah, but it's a lot.
So yeah, there's a lot anyhow. If they split and went everywhere all over the floor.
Right. If it comes down, it better should be on camera.
Yeah, it's almost one of those things. It's sort of like if it's not on camera and it breaks apart, did it happen at all?
Right. Very true. But today I'm showing you the Berlin today.
Ooh, what do we got here?
Indiana Jones. The only Indiana Jones set that I own. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I wasn't really sure if I wanted any set, and then I thought it's Sean Connery, and Han Solo is in it, and it's a nice car, and it costs 26 euros.
It's 26 euros. Yes. No, it's been going through the last. We started watching that yesterday with the kids, The Last Crusade, and it's funny because I haven't seen it in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And you kind of forget sometimes how cheesy some of these things are.
Right.
But yeah, certainly once we saw the scene with the airplane and that going through the tunnel, the kids are like, oh, so that's where that's from. So yeah.
Right. Give it another 10 years, and then the question will be, who was first? Lego, and then they built. They made the scene after the Lego set, or was the movie first and the Lego set came after?
Yeah. It's even just the characters. It's that, like, I was surprised they sort of knew about Indiana Jones. It's like, where did you know about that from? It's like, oh yeah, one of the Lego games. So
yeah, right.
It's like,
can you imagine if that
those
takes over? Like, World War II or one, like, when those fought together, and you ask, where do you know that from? History class? No, it was in a game.
Yeah. Well, that's the eldest one's is sort of into some of the World War II stuff. So certainly when we're watching that, and it has some of the obviously the Nazi references and things like that, but done in a very filmatic sort of way, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Right.
And then Craig, I've seen that. If you're reading this, you're too close to the screen. Okay, then that, or I've just got very good eyesight, but I'm not really sure of that either. So, and just saying hello to a few people who are out there. Good to see you guys in. Cabbage Face, always good to see you around. One Brick Stud, hope that you are also going well this evening. And Salad Fingers, I don't think I've seen you around before. Certainly let us know a little bit about yourself, or is this one of these joke accounts where they keep on changing their names? I love Rusty Spoons. Could be.
Yeah.
and Fooling with Bricks, good to see you around. Hope that you're going well. I'd quickly seen that I think earlier today you and Craigster had done a video on, I think, Castle, and it almost seemed like it was going to be like a series going through some of the older sets. So certainly let us know what that is. Is that the plan to sort of go through all the historical ones and sort of talk about each one? So that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to see what's got in that. And I think there's a couple there. So this evening is actually going to be a little bit of a more quiet and sort of, I guess, intimate sort of one, because a couple of the regulars are off with different things, and we will be having somebody else come in, but I think they're just attending to some little baby issues at the moment, so we should be along very soon. And certainly we're here in a bit earlier. But having said that, I guess the other thing, Nicole, because you can be quite a bad influencer. I'm often getting little Instagram messages. It's sort of like, look, this is on sale in Germany. And what about this one? What about that one?
Right.
So I guess taking into our wider discussion, how did you go with Prime Day? Did you pick up anything, or you made any sort of given into temptation with a few little weaknesses recently?
Hold on to your head. I haven't bought a single thing. Not VIP points, double VIP points, not Amazon Prime Day, not the discounts on Lego. I won't lie, there were many things in my shopping cart which went in and out, deleted and added. But in the end, I didn't buy a single thing. It's I'm amazed by myself. I don't know what's happening. I must be sick. I feel
Hey,
so
how did
dizzy.
you do that? Were you so wrapped up with the Bat Box that you just like, no, I can't think about anything else?
No, it's just I couldn't bring myself. I have a strange feeling that for some reason everything felt overpriced, even with the discounts. For example, I checked out the friend sets on Lego, because there you could have had double VIP points, and then I saw sets at Amazon, and there was the set that Trevor built last time, the pink yellow big tower thingy friend set.
Yeah.
In the past, I would have loved it. I still love it, but I look at it and think to myself, 150 euros. My Parisian restaurant, the whole building, the modular building, used to cost 150 euros. Is that really 150 euros? And then it was discounted to 110, and I thought, it's cheaper now. But is it really 110 euros? And then I saw the little kitchen, and I thought, how much? Still 50 euros feels a lot of money for one little set, which isn't close. And I thought, I couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger on anything, because I kept on thinking, that's a lot of, it's not as much as I thought it would be for the money that I'm spending.
Yeah, no, it's certainly in going through and doing some of those, top 5 most expensive sets. Now they've gone back about a decade, and yeah, you see it like most of your sets, the big sets and that, like okay, the Parisian Restaurant is a little bit more recent, but yeah, it would be like £150 or $179, or give or take, whatever the
Right.
equivalent is in euros, and yeah, you're getting like all those things, and as you say now, it's you can spend £100 or €100 on I think the Galaxy Explorer, which is what I'm sort of working on. That's about that. So I guess we sort of don't factor in as well just general inflation, which certainly has happened recently. So,
Right.
yeah, it's because even with some of the sets that you see, they've been out for a while. Whether it's a Assembly Square in the UK, that's had 2 price rises, so it's like £100 more expensive. So even when they have the 25-30% off, you're still like, that's still more than the original retail, like even on 3% sale.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
But it's a strange
it does make,
feeling. Yeah. It started even a while ago when I built my Studgate. And I love Studgate. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I think I paid €400 for it. And I keep on
yeah.
looking at it and thinking to myself, is that really €400 worth? I know it's a special set. It's my first Bricklink designer set, but there's a lot of air built around. It's not really that it's a solid build.
Yeah, no, it certainly does get you sort of thinking about it, and maybe we just sort of remembering things through some rose tinted sunglasses or whatever, going, oh yes, it was so much better a few years ago, and all those sorts of
Right.
things. So I think as I was sort of saying backstage a little bit earlier, Prime didn't really have any amazing deals. Been a trend the last few Prime days. Yeah, I think the this year, as a sort of joking backstage, it's like the best Amazon Prime deals were actually on Lego.com. So,
Right. The Camaro, that was the strongest contender. I really had the Camaro on in my shopping cart for a long time because it's 30% of Lego and the car doesn't look bad.
yeah, and I think that was one which I did end up picking up because, and it's not so much for the Camaro, it's because the rebrickable model you can do is the Knight Rider, which is going to
Right.
be, it looks like a half decent one. So, and I've been wanting to do that for quite some time, and once I saw that, it's like, right, when this one goes on sale, so that certainly
Right.
popped up because
Yeah.
I've done a lot of the rebrickable different cars, whether it's been the original Back to the Future and some of the other ones. So that's yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully that's coming soon.
Right. And cars
Brickstage
are great. The only reason why I didn't pick it up was that I looked at my Mustang down there, down there in the cupboard, at the very corner of the cupboard, shoved to the very end. And I thought to myself, do I really need another car? So that it ends next to the car in the cupboard. It's why I love the build, but should I really add another car to it?
another car to it, yeah. No, because the Mustang again, that was one which I only got because of the alternate rebrickable models. There was you could do the Tesla Cybertruck,
Mhm.
and then got it early enough that it actually did a nice Porsche as well. This was before the white one got released.
The white
So
one
yeah,
is next to the Mustang in the same place under the in the back corner of the cupboard.
well, yeah, I haven't quite got the white Porsche yet, but I've been looking at it because again, it does a really nice white 1989 Batmobile. So it's like these are just parts kits for other things.
Right.
And where's Trevor? Yeah, it's Trevor is probably not going to be in tonight. He's actually got a prior commitment, so yeah, it's feeling weird without Trevor. He's sort of like being, always here. So I think he said if he can make it on later on, he will, but I'm not anticipating that he will. And a bit earlier, I saw Steve Steve here, first time viewer. I stayed at your Margate place. Thanks for a wonderful week. Yep, no, great. Thanks very much for finding your way here to the stream. So that was the, I've got to give it another plug, the sponsor earlier. So it's just like a holiday rental Airbnb sort of thing. I do have some dates available. So if you are looking for a seaside thing close to London and with some great, amazing sunsets, by all means, get in touch and see what we do from there. And
Is that the place there from which you streamed when you were with Bonnie on Sunday? I think Sunday it was.
Yeah. When it was actually the one next door to, because we actually for a couple of days we had like all the family come down, so we needed two places, and so we wanted to check out the one next to it, but we could still all be close, and so it also worked out well because then when I was doing that stream with Bonnie, then I could do it there, and everybody else was in the other one making all the noise.
Right.
So yeah, no, it's I still prefer ours just because ours has got the really nice big window and it looks directly out onto that sunset, whereas this one sort of like was the next one around, so it was still, really nice aspect and everything, but the windows are just that little bit smaller and always going to be biased.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
And I've seen Solid Brick Builder. How are you going? It's been a while since we've seen you around. Hope that everything is well. Always great. Just trying to think. I haven't even seen anything of yours pop up recently on Instagram or anything. Or maybe there's probably been some Kobe stuff, which I sometimes sort of confuse or blend together, solo and cabbage, for better or for worse. Just need to double check here. Okay, yeah, just one of the other guests, which might be coming in at some stage, just saying that they've been a little bit delayed, which is cool. And I saw here, Steve Henry, hope your week has been full of positivity. It's, for the most part, it has been, as with any week, there's ups and there's downs. So, it's always good to be spending some time with the kiddos when they're on school holidays, but at the same time, then you struggle to get work done, which really needs some doing. And then everyone's just saying hello to Solo. What's this here? Solo the Northern Builder. Maybe. Oh, has he moved north? Or something like that? Or if they're saying north, is it somebody's geography, which then means it's probably southwest or something? Oh, and one Brit Stud news from today: Gringotts is going to be officially revealed on the 18th July next week. Oh, okay. There's a hot take. I think just before the stream, we're sort of saying, it's been a pretty quiet week for Lego releases and things like that. There's been a couple, which we might get into in a little bit, but otherwise, I don't know whether it's just there was Oxygen going to be in trying to do their sort of Lego.com sales, and they didn't really put much out there, or Solo just saying hi, and Stud Sidious, welcome along. It became more affordable to build mocks than buy sets for the most part, which is crazy, or at least the small to average size mocks that you build. Yeah, and I think Stud, he did I think maybe his first reel on Instagram this week, which was at his Kid Icarus mock. So for anyone who's into sort of 1980s sort of retro gaming sort of thing, definitely go and have a bit of a check out on that. Mocks used to be more expensive for sets. The prices have gotten extreme. Yeah, that's the one thing with mocks I've sometimes found, trying to, if you're doing them without building them out of sets, like a lot of some of the rebrickables, that it can get very expensive because you have to use lots of different sellers and postage and all that sort of thing.
And it depends how much Lego you own, loose bricks, because I have a fair amount, but when you are really into mocking, imagine I would mock the Batcave. It's not enough that I have 100 black pieces. I would need all of a sudden 1,000, and I don't know which ones. So you buy even more than you already need, and because you never have what you really need or foresee that you need.
Yeah. Well, even sometimes too, when I've gotten rebrickable and your instructions or whatever, and you look through the parts and you start pulling them together, sometimes that can, even when you got a relatively well organized parts collection, that can still take some time to go through and sort of pick them out. And occasionally with some mocks, it's sort of like, I probably do have half these pieces, but you know what? It's probably actually more cost effective and time effective to just buy it off Bricklink themselves.
Right.
Let them figure it out and spend all that time doing it.
Right.
So have you, Nicole, done many sort of mocks, or has it just been sort of tinkering around the edges with stuff?
I wouldn't call it mock. What I mostly do is that I moderate. I take a set and I double it. For example, what could I show you?
Because you did the Harry Potter, was it the dock, not the dock, the swimming, I can't remember the scene.
Oh, right. That, for example, I bought 2 of, and there are many sets. The Gringotts place, the Harry Potter one, I built 2 and added them together so that you have one closed building. The Friends Hotel, the Boba Palace from Star Wars. Yeah, many sets that I built, but usually I buy 2 sets and then I close them up. And for the back, I do not really mirror them. I close them up in a similar fashion than the front. So I always have a bit of leftovers. But for me, it's easier to just buy 2 sets so that I have the basic bricks that I definitely need. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was even looking at that this week, because obviously one of the sets that have been on sale has been the Up House. And it's for the same sort of thing. It's like, do I just get 2 of them while they're on sale to sort of like double them up or do something with it and all the rest of it? And then I started having a look, and like there are a couple of people who've done some interesting things, but most of it is just sort of mirroring it onto the other side and then a couple extra pieces just to attach them together. And it's kind of like, oh, they're really,
right.
You do start becoming a little bit conscious of price and budgets and everything else.
Right.
Or you go to Brick Outfit of bricks or wind up buying $100 worth of minifigs instead. I'm glad I'm not huge into minifigs, because that could be a danger. Nicole, because something which I think we were talking on one of the other streams at some stage was about sig figs. Do you actually have a sig fig? I think you do. Yeah.
I have 2 sig figs. One is me, which was sent to Zheng Bricks. And then I thought, okay, if my sig fig is with Zheng, I need a second one. So that is Lady McBrick.
Yeah. Because haven't you sent one to Hive and it's in one of his videos or something?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me is only with Zheng. And so only Zheng has me. And then this one I sent out as my sig fig. Yeah, which was a terrible choice because I really love the hair. It's just that this hairpiece only comes in one minifig, an Aloha Honolulu girl, and one set. So the hair was a very, very bad choice. Because it's hard to get. Yeah.
Yeah. No, because I've been meaning to do a sig fig for like years now, and eventually start having a think about it when people are mentioning it. And then I sort of see, some people just when they go out, have their sig fig, take photos, and sort of like, oh, that's kind of easy, just content or something. And you probably should do that. And it was much the same. It's sort of like, okay, start looking through some torsos, and it's like, can I get something which has, you know, a similar sort of shirt that I always wear? And really struggled. Like if I didn't want a shirt which had pockets on it, if it had pockets on it, it'd be fine. But one without, it's sort of like, you know, there's a Han Solo version from 2008, and then there's like, you know, another version from 2014, and
Right.
for much the thing that you're talking about, it's like they're each quite expensive. And
Right. And then there is something you want to go to places and maybe exchange them. And if you get a minifig from someone, you would like to give them yours as well. And then it really gets expensive.
yeah, because I think that was part of the joke on Bonnie's stream. It was she was talking about getting like people's sig figs and putting them into a plane and something like that. And it's like, yeah, actually, don't actually have the sig fig to put into it. And instead, did you like the Galaxy Explorer? I'm still actually doing it. So from what I've done thus far, yes, enjoying it. It's a nice little throwback and everything like that. And
just one thing for sig figs, if you have, if you create one, really go with an easy one, because another aspect is when you want to exchange it with other people. Sometimes it can be, if you really know people, you can tell them, look into your pieces, bricks and pieces and minifigs, spare ones. Maybe you can piece myself together. Because it really sometimes doesn't make sense. I have shipped my minifig to places, and I always thought, what is the post office thinking? They see how much I pay for the postage. And in many places, you have to declare what's inside. And then there's something, one minifig, Lego, worth €3, postage, €38. And the post office and think, that must be drugs. Who sells a 3? And then with the decoration, it's a €3. Yeah, right. What kind of Lego figure is that?
yeah, so nobody could be crazy enough for that. So yeah, it must be something nefarious. We need to open it up and check it out. Oh,
Right.
No, it is actually a Lego minifig. Like, what was this?
Because the problem is, that's the size of a minifig. We all know that, right? I shipped that to some place. The label must be of a certain size, so my package must be big enough for the label to cover it. So not only declare I a €3 per minifig sent to the other side of the earth, paying 38, what I paid for postage, you wouldn't believe it. And then in a package of this size, like, okay, my kids have Lego. I know the size of a Lego minifig. Why is the package that big for one minifig? I thought, yeah, that will never work out.
Yeah. It's because you're saying it's cost you what, 30 odd euros to send a minifig? Like what?
And I don't know, I can't remember, but it's really the prices that I paid for. I don't know, it could be €20. It's definitely that it's not worth the money. I know something that really would have been expensive was I wanted to send a package to Australia.
Oh.
I ended up giving a gift certificate because it was just in raffle. I donated. I donated the gift with purchase, the one that was on offer during the last 2 days as well.
Blacktron?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I had donated it, and I sent it out. I went to the post office, €70. Nothing. Okay, is that no, it's on a ship, and then it's another on a. That doesn't make sense. I can better give the money to this person, and he can buy it twice than giving him money.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can do it cheaper like that. Because sometimes, you look at some of those postage costs, and it's sort of like, rather than using the default, in here it's Royal Mail, in Australia it's Australia Post. it's actually much cheaper to actually FedEx it or use a courier or something like that. Because as you're saying, it's going to cost you €70, but you might find using FedEx is like 20,
Right.
and it's just it's a bit crazy that way. And even I think Tyson here, shipping from US to UK is expensive too. Yet I keep doing it because occasionally, I get some stuff from the States or some of when Kevin Hinkle does any of his Kickstarters and things like that. Like the book itself will be like $18, and the postage will be $20.
Yeah.
And it's just like I just
Right. Yeah, but sometimes it just makes more sense, especially for Sigfigs, to tell someone, "Can I just give you €10 and you go to and with your next purchase, just buy my Sigfig."
Yeah.
It's,
or even although I was going to say you could go to a Bricklink, like if you're in the States, go into the American Bricklink and find either the character or a couple of it and send it from there. But I think usually the address is through PayPal tied to where you physically are, so you probably can't do that.
yeah, Bricklink I've never tried. What I've done a couple of times is I went to Lego and then bought a set via lego.com, had my details as the one who paid for it, and the shipping address to someone else. That worked really, really well.
Yeah, no, you can do it through that, because I think usually because Bricklink is largely PayPal, and quite often it seems to be if people are scamming it, they'll say, okay, well, this might be my credit card one, but my address is something like completely different, like different country, and that tends to be, when you get a lot of the scammers and things. So I think they generally just go, no, we will ship to the address which is linked to your PayPal or what it says on your PayPal sort of thing, something like that.
Right.
So, yeah. But
I hope Lego doesn't start doing that, because it's really nice to have, if you want to send someone a present, to do it that way. Because I decided early on, why would I buy something, have it sent to me, and then send it to someone else, have Lego send it directly to them? It's not that it gets more precious because Nicole had it in her hands for 2 seconds. Now it's different.
Yeah. I think Stud is saying something similar. Yeah, the price of custom builds depends on the size and the parts you're ordering, and lately for me it's been cheaper buying sets, so I'm not complaining. Yeah. I think it also too just comes down to having got the Bricklink store with the kids. You've got box, like your shipping is sort of like in what's the best way? I'm trying to think of the word to describe it, but just escaping. It's kind of in tiers. So if you get, once you get to a certain weight and a certain size, if you've got a shipping package which is sort of this size, but it's that thick, it's going to cost you the same as if it's this sort of size.
Right.
Give or take the weight sort of thing. So, because occasionally there's been a few things I've sent out on Bricklink and that, and I mean, you try to find appropriate size packaging, but sometimes you just like, I've just got a stock of the certain size ones because they are just within that nice little tier, and it's like 3 pieces, but it's just so overkill on the packaging. But for the postage, it's what's handy, and you're trying to recycle stuff, and it can be a little counterproductive, and so sometimes you might be finding that you're just hitting the wrong sort of dimension or something with trying to send the same figure out.
Right.
But, no, it's and then you get some people Sigfigs who have very distinct torsos or things like that, and whenever you see them on another figure or something like that, it's like, oh, that's where so and so's Sigfig is coming from.
Yeah, right.
But,
I was very lucky with my torso because it's still in production and comes with quite a few sets. The torso was well chosen.
Yeah. And that's when you can help going onto Bricklink and that, and finding the torso and going, it's in 8 sets which are still in production. it's not in the
Right.
one set which they stopped making years ago.
Right.
So when you were looking for your sig fig, were you sort of like the torso and that? Were you looking for something very specific, or you're just sort of like that's kind of close?
I have to admit, I did it that early that I did not really know what I knew what a sig fig is, but the significance wasn't really something that I thought of. The first one, it was just to send it to Jane, and I went through my things. Just what do I have and what do I like, and mine was then back in my Mimi sig fig is green trousers, green torso, brown hair, and I thought I like that. I never thought of that I would need it 100 times for other people, and with that one, I really thought of it. And but I only picked the colors that I like and which I thought is pretty. Yeah, but not that I really only that the hair is kind of like mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than it just needed to be pretty, of course. There's nothing that really that when you look at it like, oh, she's always wearing pink or she's always wearing green.
Yeah, you don't have something which is very, sort of distinctive, or that people would necessarily go, that's your thing.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Ah, cool. Yeah, I think I sort of bit the other way, being a guy and just kind of lazy. It's sort of like I got 10 different flavors of the same shirt, so I don't want to be getting up in the morning and sort of wasting time thinking about that stuff. It's like, whatever, just
right. That's a good strategy. I think Steve Jobs, didn't he do the same? Just wearing one.
Yeah, it's the Steve Jobs. It's kind of a bit the Mark Zuckerberg sort of. He does much the same. So, but you sometimes get into a bit of a rut with it. Then it's like, I want to try something a bit different. It's going to be too hard to think about it. Whatever. We'll just default to what happens normally.
Right.
So, yeah. What's so given that you've now finished off the bat box, the shadow box, what are you sort of working on now?
Oh, the Indiana Jones.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Not that I started bidding it anything. It's just I'm holding on to the box.
The box. Are you going to start with the car or the plane?
Let me think. I opened bag number 1. It will be the car.
So it's the car. Okay.
Yeah. Which is my favorite.
Yeah. Certainly for the few people I've seen who built it, they've certainly said that it's a really good build.
It looks amazing. I'm tempted to get a second set, just to set it aside for future reference.
Future reference?
Yeah, a color can always be used. It's a very generic color, isn't it?
Very generic sort of car. Yep.
Yeah, right. So theoretically, you could just take the white out and make it all black.
Yeah, no, that's change it to different colors and that, yeah.
Right.
So
and to have a couple of Sean Connery's spare ones.
Is it the Scottish accent that does it for you?
Right.
Yeah.
What can I say? It's
that might be a nice little segue into I think our other Scottish friend might now be a bit ready. If you are, you want to give me a thumbs up? Yep. Okay. Cool. So, as we kind of segued into it, somebody else who has a wonderful Scottish accent, always great to have that. Welcome in, Bonnie's Bricks. How you going?
Hi. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect. I'm very sorry for the delay. As you know, I've got a baby tonight on my own, and she's not feeling too great. So yeah, if I have to jump off, people in the chat, that is why. But no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just had a long day at work, so I'm just excited to do some building. But how are you both doing?
Quite well.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, going well. So I think much the same as it sounds a little bit when we were chatting before. The week has certainly been an interesting one, so it's nice just to have a bit of time and space to sit down and put a few bits of plastic together and click them and have a bit of a chat with people.
Absolutely, it's definitely been needed for me this week. So it's lovely to actually make it onto the stream. And I was unfortunately unable to make it last week. So yes, I'm just glad to continue with this set. It's been taking me so long. It's a really good stream build, but I'm still working on the Disney icons, like figures. So yeah, so these are the ones that I'm doing. So I've managed to build the bottom ones. So I'm just working on the Moana ones at the moment. So really enjoying them though. They're very, very cute. I think they'll display well in my glass cabinet. So yeah, do the chicken ones.
I found myself. Dang it.
It's very, very cute.
Sorry, what was the noise of that again?
I'm not going to keep doing it because you'll clip it out. I know you too well, Matt. But yeah, no, he's a really cute one.
My mistake to put you on the big screen and have that transition.
He doesn't stay though. He just falls over. So I don't know if that's deliberate for the character being a bit of a goofy chicken, or if there's maybe, I think there must be a stand coming up maybe. But yeah. So what are you guys building again? Oh, Indiana Jones. I would love to get that set. The car is just so cool. Like, very old school. Love it.
Did I mention that Amazon Germany currently has it at a price of 26 euros?
What? Wait, how much is it full retail? I feel like that one wasn't actually too unreasonable, was it?
Yeah, 35.
Okay, a little bit of a saving. Not bad, not bad. Good old Germany Amazon.
I really need to contact Amazon. Like, guys, monitor the traffic. Did the sale to the UK change in any way? Me? Guys, what do you think?
Oh, it's possible. It is possible. I've even got like an affiliation with Amazon, but I got an email being like, do some sales or we're just gonna close your account. And I was like, I actually forgot I even had it. Oops. But yeah, I've managed to resist the sales actually. I don't feel like the Amazon Prime sales were amazing. They were kind of just topping the discounts offered other places. Like they had it slightly cheaper than Argos for like the Up House and things like that. Nothing like staggering. I was actually had in my basket like a Disney board game sort of thing, like booster pack things. I don't know if anyone in the chat or if you guys have heard of Villainous. And it's like you can get different versions. You can get a Marvel one, a Star Wars one, a Disney one, but they come with like side packs that you can buy for them, and they're usually they can be quite expensive, but Amazon Prime were doing them like really good prices. And I was like adding all the ones into my basket that I didn't have, and I was like, oh wait, this is now 80 quid, like calm down. And then I totally forgot, and then it wasn't until literally 1 minute to midnight I remembered, and then it went midnight and I was like, oh, this sale's over now. So accidental way of saving money. Yeah,
right.
So have you guys bought anything in any of the sales then, or you resisted?
I resisted. I think for me, Amazon, the discounts didn't make that much of a difference anymore. The discounts that I had seen the days before and the weeks before, it looked pretty the same for Amazon Prime Day.
We're just sort of talking. I did manage to pick up the from Lego.com the Camaro. but that's because I want to re-brick it into the Knight Rider. So once I saw that model on it, the rebrickable on it, like it must have been 6 months ago. It's like when that one goes on sale, that was definitely going to pop up on the radar. So I think there was that, and there was this weird thing where I found, I think it was through Voucher Cloud. There was like a code there, which if you used it, they then also gave you this little, on lego.com, free little mini shop thing, which allegedly I'm going to get. So it's weird.
Random.
Random. And I did pick up a few things from Amazon, but again, most of it was anything which was really on sale, either seen on sale before or some of the Star Wars ones already had. But I'm just trying to remember the one which I didn't have, which was a decent price, was Baby Grogu, that thing from several years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every man, his dog's probably got that by now. And I think there was something else. I'm just trying to remember, but yeah, it's just been so busy. Just seen a few of those sort of things, and I am denied too on sort of like some of the Technicar, and it didn't help when Nicole was constantly sending. It's like, oh, it's really cheap. It's really cheap. It's like, maybe.
Buy it.
Matt, you know why I do that, right? Because I have a theory. My theory is every set that is bought by Matt can't be bought by me anymore. So the more I get Matt to buy things, this is always a set that I can't buy anymore.
Why? Why is that?
That's
You
my
just, like,
thinking.
Lose interest.
Right. No.
build it
It's
through
just
Matt.
it's physically not there anymore because it's
Oh.
transferred to Matt now. It's not at Amazon. It's not at my disposal anymore. So to save me, I just need to get Matt to buy more.
It's so frustrating when
There's
that
only a
happens.
finite amount. Well, I think some of the Amazon ones were a little bit strange too. Like I was looking at the Technic. I don't even know is it the Peugeot supercar? So at one stage it was sort of like £97, and I had it in the basket, and then I sort of much the same left it there and came back like half a day later, and it had gone back up to like 104. And it's like, no, I'm not going to pay £7 more. I could have got it cheaper. So
It's
it's the
blue
principle.
one. Matt, is it the blue one?
No, it's the black one. It's only come out about 3 months ago. I probably got.
I think they do pick up on things, like even not on Prime Day, like if things are sitting in people's baskets and things like that. And I think that's the hard thing about actually making a wish list, is that they're so useful. So you can remember, like, rather than trying to remember things that you want, you can just pop it in a wish list and refer back to it later, and you can share it for birthdays and things. But I think like all shops, online shops, probably use that to their advantage, and they can gauge what people maybe want to buy, and then they can put the prices up. I think that's what they do, because I think that's happened to me as well, Matt. I think I've been like wanting to buy something, and then it suddenly went up in price in my basket and things. So yeah, I think it's a cheeky algorithm that they've worked.
And the airlines are particularly notoriously bad for that. Like they'll sort of, because they'll put the cookie on there. So if you don't make the purchase right away and you come back a couple of hours later, they're like, oh yeah, you're really interested in this one. The price has all of a sudden gone up a lot. And it's amazing because you can go through and use a VPN or even with Chrome, when you just do new incognito window, you can go to the same place, and all of a sudden, because it's not recognizing the cookie and things like that, like you'll get two very different prices.
Yeah, that's what I tend to do. It's the same with like when you're like doing comparison websites for insurance and all that fun stuff. Like that's what you have to do, because otherwise they pick up on it, and it's just a headache. But as long as you know these tips and tricks, then you can avoid it. But sometimes it's just not worth the hassle, is it?
Yeah.
But can you imagine that if that were the future? Like you go to the supermarket, it recognizes you, like, okay, she's always buying, I don't know, Coke. Now the price of Coke goes up because they recognize you at the entrance, like, okay, Nicole is shopping again.
Or they just chase after you in your trolley. If they're going to do the same with what they do online shopping and rack the price up while it's in your basket, they're going to run around after you in the shop going, wait, here's a new price tag until you buy it.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's crap. But that's why it's like, I think that's like, especially with Lego, that's why it's a good idea to always have in your head like sets before you even know what's on sale, sets that you absolutely would like spend money on like today. And then if they happen to be on sale, then you know, like, okay, that was on my list, I can budget for that, I'm going to buy it. Whereas if it's like a set that was kind of on your list, maybe a bit lower down, and it's on sale, could probably live without it, and it'll probably go on sale again. This is the other thing, as long as it's not a soon to be retiring set, because there's definitely been sets like that. I think the Disney Castle Defenders one was on sale, and that has been on my list for a while, but at the same time, I'll just hold off and buy it in another deal. I think it is retiring this year, but yeah, it's one that I'll get eventually. It's fine. Like it's not massively expensive, so it's like even if I end up paying full price for it, it's not the worst thing. Whereas if you miss out on a set you've wanted near the top of your list and it's a really expensive one, you know, and you can save maybe £100 on it, then that's a bit different.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
Though I did, because of your bad influence with the Disney stuff, there was a 4+ set which I saw come through today on sale. And apparently it retired last year, and I'm starting to look at the minifigures, and then I'm going through and it's like actually, you know, three of the 4 minifigures are actually unique to that set, and and then it's like, what am I doing? Like,
you're getting obsessed. Which set was this? The 4+ set. Which one?
I think I deleted it to remove myself from temptation. Just
was this on Amazon Prime as well?
You
mean, or was this on a different shop? I'm trying to think if it's a 4+
it was
set.
on Amazon.
Okay. A lot of the 4+ sets
Probably if I go into it.
Do have unique figs.
Yeah, it was more just the fact that it was also retired, and it's like been retired since last year.
Okay. So the Firehouse one, that's another one I need to get. Love the Firehouse. I think it's the Firehouse and the Castle Defenders one, and the Minnie and Daisy one that I need. So yeah, a few.
Yeah, just trying to. Yeah, it was the Castle Defenders.
Yeah. I was thinking there. I was like, it must have been that one because that's the only one I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like 33% off. So normally it's 45, and it's down to 30.
Yeah. But I do think I've seen it cheaper than that. Maybe at Argos. Maybe in the high 20s before. So I think next time it goes on sale, I will probably buy it because it is. I thought that was retiring this year, at the end of this year.
Well, when I went onto Bricklink, it had the date as only 2022.
I think it was one that was supposed to retire, but then didn't.
Maybe.
I might be totally wrong. I need the farm one as well. I actually need most of them. I've only got like a couple. I've got the plain Mickey on these plain. What other ones have I got? We've got the space one. But that was one of the first sets I actually ever bought, other than like the Disney Castle and things like that. And we were like, oh, we'll keep this for Nova because it's like space themed and her name's Nova. But actually, no, I'm going to open that like when we eventually move because she's got enough Nova sets. So I'm taking that one back. That's me finished.
Is it that, or it's sort of like the idea of her having a backlog?
Yeah,
is like,
baby with a backlog.
That's not going to happen.
There we go. That's Aaron back to take over baby
Ah,
duties.
I just wanted to tell you, I don't want to alarm you, but there is someone behind you moving.
Thank you. Just giving me a box of wipes because we ran out of baby wipes today, and my milk. Thank you. I can have tea now. Ran out of milk. Okay, go away. Do you want to put the wipes in the baby? No, don't put in the baby room because she's only.
If he just sticks around for a couple of seconds, let's sort of see what else.
Just handing me things.
We were talking about minifigs earlier. And somebody sent me something. It's like, do you do pictures on your stream? And it's like, well, not normally, but seeing as you've sent it, I'll make the exception. So, just wondering if this looks at all familiar.
Wait, is that my minifig? Is that my sick? Oh my god! Wait, did you send that? I did not know he did that. Where is it?
Yeah, for your mate. Big in it. I even gave you 6 big red hair.
It's got it here. I just put my sig fig in it. That's so cruel. Sneaky bizarre.
That was the thing when he sent it to me. He's sort of like, I don't even think she's realised it yet.
Well, no, I've not realised because it's up on like a high shelf. He's obviously raked through my Lego as well to try and find a red hairpiece because I need a red hairpiece. So yeah, apparently my hair's been chopped off. Absolute shenanigans in the household. It's actually a really cool little set. Obviously, it's not Lego, but yeah, he's been hooked on buying fake Lego now because of all the free stuff I've been getting sent. It's actually been quite good. So yeah, it reminds me of the trunk. Where is there like a trunk like that? Is it in? It must be Harry Potter related.
Yeah, it was Harry Potter. It was did they call it the Book of Monsters? It was a GWP like last year, I think, or the year before.
Yeah, I thought there was a chest as well. Oh, it's a mimic D&D chest apparently, so it's not Harry Potter. But there you go. Right, I'm actually like this, trying to work out where this is gonna go. I'm just running out of space. Oh dear, this is my life now.
Yeah.
I'll go up here on the computer. Oh. Can't believe that. Can't believe I didn't. Well, I can quite believe I didn't notice it because it is up high on a shelf. So.
How did it feel to find out about it on the stream, though? It's like,
yeah,
what?
I was just like straight away. I was like, I definitely recognise that. What is going on? Has he been in touch with you, Nicole? Because he's been in touch with a lot of people I speak to in the Lego community behind my back. He's meeting up with someone to go to the Lego store to get Star Wars stuff, but I'll be there anyway. But I'm like, all right, okay. I'm like, yeah. Don't know who else has been in touch with.
So, like, you're not the only one who gets to have the Lego fun.
I know. Well, he did get me into it, so it is. Yeah, it makes sense that we're both hyped up on Lego, and we're both very excited for next week when we're hoping to go to a few Lego stores in London. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're on the stream in a couple of weeks, are you? I hope that's not true.
That's news to me, but okay.
Dear.
And what else is this? 80s kids everywhere assumes all magic comes from Harry Potter.
Wait, well, that is offensive. I was not born in the 80s, so thanks for that. I'm aging next week, but not that much. Oh.
Yeah, you do sometimes feel old with things, and you see when people are born, and it's sort of like, wait a minute, that's when I was at university. It's like, how?
It's It's so strange when you hear that about people that you know and that they look like grown-ups, and then they tell in which year they were born, and you think to yourself, are you allowed to drive and to vote? You can't barely be able to be on your. That's impossible. And then you realize, oh no, they are 30 by now.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, it's mental. Totally mental. Hate aging. Get to that point now where I'm like really starting to not enjoy birthdays. Yeah. Nah. Let's just stay young. Let's play Lego, pretend we're children. It's what Lego offers us oldies, doesn't it?
I kind of want that on a t-shirt. I hate aging.
We should get that made.
Or you start, when you're younger, you think like, a certain age is really old or something like that. And then you get to that age and it's like, actually, it's not that old. Like, what was I thinking?
Right.
Yeah. I think like things have changed now though. Like I feel like 30 is the new 20, and then like, as you work your way up. Because I remember being at school and you'd be getting taught by someone in their late 20s, and they had like their life pretty much, they were settled,
Right.
And that's just not the case so much anymore. So yeah, it's strange. It's strange how much things can change in that respect. But, all this chat about PayPal.
Yeah, no, let's get back to it, because PayPal banned me when I was told to switch a personal account to a business in order to sell from my Lego and Bricklink, which never happened. After I realized there's tricks, I changed personal and PalPay, and they banned me. Then 6 months later, they told me illegal to change my account, even when I didn't do the transaction at the time. Yeah, sometimes PayPal can do some really weird things, and I've heard of they'll freeze your account for 6 months, and if you have a balance in it, then after 6 months, they then close the account and will actually keep any of the balance that was in the account. So sometimes it's really bizarre, and there's no way to appeal it, and it's really difficult and things like that. So
Did not know
there's
that.
2 ways you can either, if you've sold something to a friend or something like that, and you've got a balance sitting there, or you want to get something back and you trust them, just issue them a refund for whatever the amount was, and then get it off them, sort of thing. Like they've been known to freeze the account for 6 months, and then as part of the terms and conditions, after 6 months, they can keep whatever balance was in there. And just be really careful with that. And Bonnie was probably born after I graduated high school. I'm just trying to work out the numbers quickly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's. I'm not going to go there.
Well, I think you know how old I'm going to be next
very long.
week. Oh God, I had to think what day we were on. Yeah. Oh.
I think we're still. How old I am. And so okay. Yeah, because it's bizarre. It's like sort of getting back to your comment earlier. It's like you feel young, sort of doing this sort of stuff, and then I realize sometimes the people that I'm streaming with, it's like I'm probably one of the oldest people in the room here. Like what? But I don't feel it. Like it's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's strange with Lego though. I don't think like you really notice that at all as much, because the whole like community is just a right mix of ages. I think if it was, there weren't a lot of maybe older people, or there weren't a lot of maybe women or something that'd be more noticeable. But I feel like it's like one of the only hobbies that I can think of that's like really broad. Yeah, don't know.
Right.
Just while we're this is sort of I'm trying to think of a better segue, because age is certainly not one I want to do it on, but
I think it's appropriate. Oh, okay.
Somebody else who is always young and always brings lots of fun and energy to the room. And we're seeing here. Welcome along to Trevor's Bricks.
Hello.
How are you going, Trevor?
Good evening, everybody. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Matt.
Hello.
You've been missed. People ask
How we doing?
where you are.
People ask where I am. Well, that's always
Yep.
good to know.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good sign. That's it. Nobody's unsubscribing, I hope.
Well, I
No,
think
we
it's
told them
more
that
like,
you've given up Lego.
Nah, never giving up Lego. Can't get rid of me that easy. Oh dear.
Well, I don't think it's so much that. It's sort of like people are sort of like, not even saying hi. It's just, where's Trevor? It's like, where's Trevor? We don't care about the rest of you guys. Where's Trevor?
Oh, that's not. But so how are we doing then? What we building this evening?
Nicole is building the Indiana Jones plane and car, and
That's a good set. Yeah.
Still working on these.
building
You're still on them?
Yeah, I'm on the last. I always point the wrong way. I'm on these ones now. The last. Oh my god, I just can't point on camera. I'll get everything back to front. I'm doing Miko and. Oh god, what's his name again? I'm doing the Pocahontas one.
Set, that is. Nice little
Yeah,
set.
I still think Miko looks deranged. I'll have to show you him in a sec because I think that's who I'm building.
I thought you'd be. You finished? Have you finished the Bat book? But cave, Nicole.
We have.
Yes. Let me see if I can point.
Much better at pointing than me.
It looks quite small up there.
But it's the part on which it rests. It's 80 centimeters wide.
Right.
Yeah. So
Would it fit?
Yeah.
Would it fit on there? Or opened up? Would it fit on there? The width of that?
It's one. Oh, now my mathematics. 40 centimeters plus 80 centimeters is 120. I think it's about 50 centimeters in length. Makes a meter plus the middle section. Could be. But yeah, it would
Is that
be.
is that how you're going to display it? Closed.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you gonna get a lighting kit? I've seen a lighting kit today. It looked awesome. All in blue. It was.
Oh, that's
Really,
amazing.
really nice.
Yeah, I have to think about it. Yeah,
Go on,
but I really
go on.
can recommend it. It's
Go
really.
on. You're normally you normally influence me. I'm trying to influence you.
It's time for revenge.
Right.
Yeah.
Trevor, I'm doing
Speaking
so
of
good
that,
this week. I haven't
it's,
bought anything.
You haven't bought anything.
I bought food and stuff, but
Food don't count. That's not bricks.
I know. No bricks and pieces and nothing Lego related, nothing plastic.
I got my order today off Amazon.
What did you buy?
What did I buy? Oh, have a guess. I'll bet you'll never guess.
Well, if you're saying never guess, my first was going to be Friends, but so that's not going to be it. Something which I've never seen you buy would be Technic. So I would say Technic then.
Well, first of all, I got these while they're on offer, and I was waiting for them to come on offer. I'm sorry it's not Lego, but some more LEDs. These are for my telly, behind my telly. These are on offer. They're normally about 80 quid. I got them for about 50 quid, so I was really chuffed with that. So
Are we just talking about anything that we bought on Amazon sales now? It could be anything.
So no, I bought these.
See, I was actually genuinely going to say like a botanical set, but I wasn't sure. There's such good pieces in that.
Yeah, I bought that.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was on offer. I've got the others, so I'm going to build these, water them, and put them in a vase. What is that? Need watering really, did it? So,
That's incredible.
and then I did buy a friend.
You can try it.
I did buy a friend set because I thought once I start getting some trade in this kitchen, what are they going to do with all the waste? They've only got one bin, so I bought a friend's recycling truck.
That's amazing.
Yay. So that'll help out with all the waste from the kitchen. So I'm glad I've sorted that one. Then I thought, part of the kitchen, I bought a pancake pack.
That's incredible.
I only want the parts out of this. I loved all the pancakes and all the food and the glasses. So I thought they'll go in my kitchen. So yeah, a bit of a battle pack for the kitchen.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Growing arms
So
and
yeah,
legs.
that was my Amazon order.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, you got to get a few bits, haven't you?
But Matt, see, my plan works. I didn't buy anything. Trevor bought.
Yeah, yeah, I'm bought. Yeah.
Everything.
All my purchases going
Were
now
you
to
sending him
Trevor.
messages?
Buy it.
Buy it. Here's my affiliate link. You make sure you use it. Shout out to Titanium J. Nice to see you around. I made a Lego order Monday night, and it arrived at my house yesterday. That's less than 48 hours. I am amazed. Yeah, no, it's ours generally comes from a warehouse in Belgium or something like that. So I think the stuff which I ordered a couple of days ago, I got a little thing saying, "We are thinking about it. We'll get it to you soon." So,
What? It doesn't say that, does it?
well, you know how, I'm paraphrasing, but they say, "Oh, yes, we've got your order. It's in the warehouse, and we'll as soon as it's ready to ship out, we'll give you further notification." And it's like, well, so
yeah.
you're telling me, like,
You might have it
yes.
somewhere. Well, you can very sadly see that something is still in a box behind me. It's not moved. That is still the new Disney castle. Still in its box in a box.
Disney castle? It looks so small.
No, it's not. It's really not. Well, I mean, if you know these IKEA drawers, you know how wide they are.
Right. Yeah. Right. It sounded. It looked like this big.
Yeah.
Really, Nicole. There's about 40 of the mini versions in there.
I was actually wondering where they'd gone. Oh no, they're in like a bag in a cupboard. Well, there's one up there, but yeah. No, still not built it yet. I really want to like savor it, and I want to be able to like display it. So. Yeah.
You want to have the time, really, don't you, to sit down and enjoy.
You can see
the
Aaron
build.
doing a bit of joke there or something.
What were you doing? Oh, I thought you were doing something. Oh, look. The head goes right round. I think that's right. Right, do you not think he looks demented?
Oh, that's cute.
I don't. It doesn't really go with the set. This is the only this is the thing that I saw when I first saw this set being advertised, when it was first announced. I looked at the box and I thought, what is that? What is this? Like, it just doesn't have the same sort of detail as the other ones, I don't think. Like, everything else either has like a printed piece where I feel like it's needed, or for example the Moana ones, they've got parts that would just like make them look accurate to the characters anyway. But I just don't think they knew what to do about Miko. I think they just kind of went, well, what will look raccoon like? But he doesn't look like Miko. I don't think. Just think he looks scary. So yeah. Really weird. Anyway, he's going to go at the back of the display. It's my least favorite one, for sure. Yeah. It's funny though.
Tyson, ordered the Eldorado Fortress on the 4th. It's been shipped since the 5th, yet it shows exactly 0 shipping progress since then. Yeah. That's I think I've provided Lego with feedback on that sort of stuff on more than one occasion. It's like, yeah. The easy solution, at least, is build a warehouse in the UK or something like that, although I think you're in the States, so maybe have a chat to TJ about that. And One Brick Stud, are the minifig display cases from Smith's any good? I think Bonnie and Trevor have them, and I think this is going to be a free kick for one of you to plug something.
Yeah, that's one there that we've got Aaron's bat Batman figures in. So this is the bigger one that comes with like built-in lights, because there's two sizes. The smaller one doesn't have the built-in lights and doesn't hold as many figs. We got one of each, and we haven't actually ended up using the small. Oh no, I'm telling a lie. We are using the small one. It's got the very few Disney figs that I have in it from previous CMFs. But to be honest, ultimately, I wish I just got another big one. The big one I would really, really recommend getting because the lights really add to it. And I think it's so reasonably priced as well. And it closes really like nice and tightly, so there's no chance of dust getting in. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it for your figs. And it can be wall mounted as well.
Very cool.
And Trevor, did you not do a bit on this on one of your haul videos?
Yes, I was plugging Bonnie on it about because she's done a review on it, so I dropped her a link on my vlog, and I agree. The larger one with the lights, the light output for saying the battery is really, really good. Mm-hmm. And I also agree that it's such a tight fit that it's made that way so your minifigs don't get dusty. So yeah, you get what you pay for, and I think they're a reasonable price for what they are, and I've got no qualms about mine. But they're not, I don't know about you, but I didn't find them where I thought I would find them. I found them with all the, just down a different aisle to the Lego aisle.
Yeah, did you not find them next to Playmobil or something like that?
That was it, yeah, Playmobil. Yeah, I wasn't even looking down. I had to ask where they were, and they were right on the bottom shelf. And like I said, there was a smaller one, a larger one. I like, because I'm an LED freak, if you want to call me that. I went for the one with the lights. I thought I'm always the one for the lights. It looks pretty, so yeah. And I like the fact that you can hang these anywhere you want because they're battery. So you haven't got to worry about, putting something on the wall and having a bit, display where you could put 2 or 3, and you're thinking about how you're going to get power to them. You just got a battery box, a couple of AA batteries, and away you go.
Yeah, definitely. They're really, really good for that. I think my Smiths was the same. I think they were, after you'd said that in your video, I think I then was curious, like the next time I went to my Smiths and had a look, and I think they were in like the Playmobil section as well. Yeah. But I'd ordered mine online, so I didn't have to go looking for them.
So I hope whoever's asking that's shed a bit of light on the subject.
Yep, that's one brick stud, and he's got a follow up. That's great. Do the minifigures connect to the studs well?
They do, but I would use the plates that you get with the minifigs myself, so you don't damage them. Because you never know. Yeah, there is a row of plates on there for you to put the minifigs on, but you never know over time whether that's going to damage them because they're not actual Lego plates. So if you can, I would either get some proper Lego plates or just use the ones that come with the minifigs, to be fair. I personally would. I don't know about yourself, Bonnie.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. I'm trying to remember what. So we've actually put different our minifigs in them slightly differently, me and Aaron. So actually thinking of this now, Aaron's not put Lego plates under his figs yet. He basically put all his figs in to work out if they would fit, and then just really liked looking at them and then left them. So they are directly on it, and they fit fine. But yeah, he really needs to swap them out because they could get damaged. Job to do. Whereas mine, I've actually put mine on a transparent 2x1 to raise them ever so slightly.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that. Well, I've done that with my Disney ones. Let me show you guys actually. And then you'll be able to see how sad I am that I don't have all my Disney figs. So I've got all of the 100 CMFs that came out obviously quite recently. But I'm still trying to collect all of the ones that came out in the CMFs before I collected Lego. And they're, that's a horrible reflection. Don't know if you'll be able to see that very well because of the reflection. So yeah, I've got them in order. So you can see how many of the Series 2 compared to Series 1 I have. So the Series 2 start from like Mickey and Minnie and go this way, and then like the lower row. And the CMF for Series 1 I have, I only got like 3 of them. But yeah, I've put them on translucent 2x1s to raise them up a bit. And if that gives you an idea of how many can fit in the smaller one. I don't know if I can count while doing this, but it gives you an idea of how many you can fit. And you can actually fit in quite a lot. It just depends on your minifigs if they have like quite big accessories and stuff. But yeah, if that helps as well. You can also take out the plates. Oops, just lost a 2x1. So these actually come out as well. So you can mount your figs and then put them in rather than trying to, if you have big hands or something, rather than trying to put them in directly into, I'm dropping loads of studs now, directly putting them in. So yeah, they've definitely thought that through. So they just slide out these parts.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Very
I'm trying to find those parts now before Nova eats them. But yeah, hopefully that's helpful.
Do you have a PC or a computer which is lighted with lights? Because you have really pretty lilac colors.
I can try to show you. I'll probably never get this webcam back on. This is it here.
That's so pretty.
Yeah, so my laptop wasn't able to cope with me doing like video editing and stuff for my content, so I ended up getting coaxed into buying a brand new computer, and Aaron built it for me. I've actually done a video about it for people that were maybe interested to know.
Yeah,
I was
like
going to say,
kind
it's
of
a good
crash
video,
course.
that is.
Yeah, a crash course in building a computer. So you can see inside it. It's Aaron there just tinkering away with his. he's building his little men, as I call them. His Warhammer. So, oh god, I'm never going to get this back on now. Do you want just a tour of the whole flat while I've got the webcam now? Oh, I'm at a weird angle now. Oh dear. Okay. Just leave it like that. No, I do love it. I love that. I love my computer. I can actually change lights, actually. Oh, I should have done this before I put the thing back on. Where's the remote? It's like everything these days. Like, it has a remote and it can do different things. Oh, okay. I might as well just show you now. There's like, now it's green. Oh, and then it can go a blue color. Now it's like red. I don't know how you make it do like the rainbow dance thing. It can basically go every color of the rainbow, but I don't know how to do it.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
It flashed there. Yeah. So it definitely makes like setting up my computer doing video editing a lot funner.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
It's so much fun.
And these round things are like fans and stuff like that, so they keep the computer cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's staying on green now.
Yeah.
There we go. If this falls, you'll know why.
You could almost see Trevor's eyes popping out then.
Lights. Oh gosh.
Lights. I can do so much with that.
All right, man. All right, steady there. Have you glitched tonight? Yeah.
Sorry?
No, he's not.
Tonight, yeah?
Not that.
That's good.
I'm just glad with your background that you don't have that matrix on the one side anymore, because that was my OCD just wasn't handling it. It's like, no, it's asymmetrical. We can't. You need to get another one for the other side.
I only put it up to try and plug my video. That's not done very well, actually. People don't like my reviews.
Wait, what the? Oh no!
The queue,
of course they do.
I think it's got a click. I think it's got a click-through rate of about 2%.
You're reading too much into it, Trev. I don't even read those stat things anymore. I mean, you just make
Matt.
content
It's Matt
that you
who
enjoy.
got in my brain. He says, "Oh, if you have a click rate of about 2% or lower, it's not doing very well." I thought, cheers for that.
I think those kind of reviews are like slow burners, if that makes sense. Like it's only certain people that are going to really watch them. So like my Rivendell light kit review video like didn't take off or anything at the beginning, but now it's on 1 point something K views. I think I might be talking out my butt, but because that's only like something that people that maybe have Rivendell and are considering get a light kit for it would watch. So it's the same with your lights. It's kind of like only people that might want to buy those types of lights would actually watch it, if you know what I mean. So
that's made me feel a lot better. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's a slow burner. It'll probably get more views. It's just going to take some time.
It's got some good comments. People enjoy what they watch, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So it was well put together, so that's good.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is not to listen to me.
No, it's when you asked me about the vlog, you said, what's your click-through rate? And I thought it's about just over 5%. And that's when you told me about all the different percentages and what they meant. I didn't really know that. So now I keep looking, I suppose. I never really bothered before.
Well, I did preface it and say, this is what I've found. And I haven't said that it's rocket science or anything. But just for everyone else, generally what I found is if you have your click-through rate is under 5%, the video, at least in my experience, doesn't do very well. If it's between 5 and 6%, it's a pretty solid video. And if it's over 6%, it does really well. So it seems to be in around that, banding there. So either that or I just look at my stats way too often, which that's also a possibility.
Yeah, I'm finding the videos that do the best for me, and I guess it ties in with what I would be most interested in watching, are vlogs and like people doing mock things. I feel like they probably do the best. And then the review-wise, I would probably only think reviews would do well if they were, like in terms of Lego sets, if they were done by like someone that I know knows like that theme or something really well. So like Star Wars, for example, like I would probably watch one of the hardcore Star Wars Lego collectors, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I've certainly found the if you get a mock which is either popular or topical and nobody's done much on it, which is where I stumbled into my Sonic stuff a couple of years ago, because the youngest was really into Sonic at that time, so it's like, okay, well, let's make something, and we did that, released it, and I mean, when we first looked at it, there was like nobody's really doing anything. And so, and then certainly once they announced that first Sonic set, they all then got a bump. And every time they announce another wave of Sonic stuff, it always gets a bump. So it's like, yeah, keep on making more of this stuff.
Lucky.
So. I mean, Bonnie, I think you've hinted at it a bit in terms of you want to start doing some more mock sort of things. What are you sort of thinking? Have you got anything in mind?
Oh, I've got so many ideas, Matt. It's frustrating because I'm still grappling with the same issue of space. So it'll probably, the first thing I might try and work on is probably going to be something that I can maybe put on the city shelf because there is space there. But yeah, everything's Disney related. I kind of want to, like, I think we talked about this on your stream a couple of weeks back, where someone was saying what would be a theme or a themed modular that you would love to do or love Lego to come out with or something like that. And it made us start to think of, let's do, I suppose Hocus Pocus is an example, like a building from a film or a TV series or something like this, like more of that kind of stuff. And I really like that idea of like trying to do, I'd never be able to do like Jasmine's Palace or anything maybe at this point, but that kind of idea. So I'd like to do that kind of stuff. I've got loads of ideas for like buildable figures and stuff like this, but that is going to require space and a little bit more practice with part usage, I think, to get that nailed down. So I'd really like to get on that soon because I have so many parts in my drawers. So I need to make use of them to justify buying them, because I'm hearing a lot of the stores are starting to get the white masonry bricks in and the lavender parts as well. I'd so love to get like a really big pick-a-brick box of those. I think they would look fantastic. So I'll definitely be picking them up if I do see them in a store, but hopefully they won't run out because I think they have been very popular.
Oh, I'm sure they'll even if they do run out, they'll come back because much like what you say, they're very popular. The collaborative build, which she's sort of doing for October's theme. It was based around using those white masonry bricks. So the whole thing is white with all those masonry bricks. So it's like, because that was supported through Lego, I think we ended up ordering something like 30,000 of them.
Wow.
What?
So
That's crazy.
30,000 of them. 30,000. Wow.
So I think, I've ended up with 1,000 or so of them, and I've built half of it. We've got to do the rest of it. It's another thing to do, but yeah, it's funny when you see something like that. It's like, right, we really want those white masonry ones. What can we do that would utilize it?
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's like you want the parts, but you don't know necessarily what for yet.
Right.
Yeah.
I totally was surprised because last week or the week before, I bought the white masonry bricks, and I filled one whole big cup of it. And afterwards, I thought it's so hard to judge how many get into one cup, because they currently, I think I checked, 13 cents one costs on Lego online page. And I thought, okay, was that really good bargain? But I found out, because I counted, in my cup, almost exactly 500 fit into it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is more than I thought.
Would have guessed. I thought maybe 100 or 150. 500, 498 fit into it.
That's crazy. I feel like more will fit in the box as well when they come out, because you can stack them really nicely.
Right.
When you
I think,
come to London, are you planning to go to the Blue Water Lego store?
I think so. I don't actually know where they all are, other than the one that's obviously Leicester Square. Yeah, we would really like to be able to go to all of the stores and pick up any. I don't know if there are any exclusive sets in the stores in London anymore, but yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out and see what's on the pad walls and stuff like that, because there's no point like hauling big sets that we can buy online or from our own store back on the train, because we're getting the train down. So yeah, I think it might just be like a big pab trip, if anything. And obviously to get those stamps and just have a nose around. Yeah, I'm really excited for it though. It's gonna be so good. We do have like some time on the odd day to go, so it'll be like a Lego store crawl. Like pub crawl, but like a store. So yeah,
I really enjoyed it when I visited London and went to Leicester Square. Really enjoyed it. Really good.
It's almost like a tourist attraction in itself, because my mum went recently down to London, and she took a photo of the outside, and there was like a massive line to get in. And she was like, "Is this a tourist attraction or something?" And I was like, "Kind of, almost is. Like, it's the biggest in the world, is it not? The Leicester Square one, technically."
Yeah, it is now. It's the biggest again. So, yeah, it has a queue. It's the usual sort of thing. If you get there within the first hour or two of it opening, it doesn't really. But during the middle of the day, it does. Even towards closing time, it looks big, but it does move. So, but you still can be in there for 20 minutes to 30 minutes just waiting in the queue. So.
Oh, the queue moves. I thought you meant the store moves. I was like, what?
Yeah, special feature that is.
No, it's just because you were like, it looks big, but it does move. And I thought you meant the store size. And I was like, okay, well, that's good to know, though, because that just means that we'll maybe like try and go to that one first thing on one of the mornings that we're there. But we're not staying in London, because that would cost like a crazy amount. So we're close-ish.
Do you like M&Ms?
Yes. Oh, my friend told me there's like a big M&M store.
Yeah.
Or something.
Directly opposite.
Oh.
You can buy all different. You can even buy M&Ms, t-shirts, pajamas, kids stuff, baby grows, you name it. M&Ms.
Sorted. Oh my God, who loves M&Ms that much?
Well, obviously, a lot of people do. Key rings.
Oh, and I'm so excited to go to the Disney store as well because that's the only one in the UK now, is the one in London. So super excited for that. Yeah.
You might pay over the odds in there for a Disney set then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not. I wouldn't be buying Lego. But yeah. Oh, I'm super excited. So yeah, that's kind of why we've managed to resist buying anything in the sales. I mean, the thing is, double VIP points is still on, so it's, you know, we're not out the woods yet. But yeah, I think we're just trying to keep our money for London because we want to be able to enjoy it, and I'm really looking forward to like going to places for like some nice food and what's it called?
I recommend the Hard Rock Cafe. That's lovely as well.
I love the Hard Rock Cafe. I have so many glasses.
That's
like,
round the corner. As you come out the Lego store, you turn left and then left again. It's just round the corner.
Okay, after the Lego store, Leicester Square, we're going to Hard Rock Cafe for lunch. Sorted.
Really nice food.
Oh yeah, I've got so many glasses.
Before the M&M store.
Okay. Yeah, before. Oh no, we'll go there for dessert. I'm gonna like spend all our money on day one.
Can I just ask, has anybody experienced this week, because I have, getting more emails from Lego about what's on offer, what's on sale, dual VIP? I've had like a couple each day.
Oh, I don't know.
It's ridiculous. I don't normally get that many.
Getting spammed now.
Maybe because I've not bought anything for. Maybe it's because I've not bought anything for a week.
It's like when your card doesn't get used or it gets too much, the bank gets in touch, being like, "We just want to check you're okay."
Yeah,
Unusual activity on your account.
I mean, no more than usual sort of thing. You usually get, you know, once a week. There's the ideas sort of email. There's an email about just general. Here, these are fantastic sets to buy. I'm just trying to think if there was an email just in general about all the VIP things. I don't think so. But
Must be just me then. I don't know.
Maybe because you've been buying friend sets.
Might be. I just thought, but they're all the same. So I thought, well, I've already read that. So delete.
I need the friend sets and like the avatar sets to get like reduced and stuff, because those are ones that I'm like wanting to buy but not super urgent, because I just want like a lot of the parts. Because those kinds of sets have like the greatest colors in them and things like that.
And they also come with a lot of glow in the dark elements as well.
Yeah. Are you looking for the old ones or the new avatar sets?
I think maybe more the new ones. I think I haven't really seen much of the old ones, but I love the tree of souls. Like that is just fantastic.
The tree was
I love that build.
Amazon Prime, and I think it was 88 euros.
Oh, okay, so that's still not like enough to make me go, okay, I'll buy this, because it's it's lower on my list.
But I think, isn't the tree 150? It's really 88 was a really good price. Let me see.
There's that Walt Disney camera coming out though, so I've got to save the pennies for that.
That's a defo for me, that one. I'm definitely having that.
So yeah, that's going to be 1st of September. We're going to get that and the Wendy Peter Pan diorama. And I think is it August that Ghost comes out? Or is that September? Yeah, someone's insisted that that's a day one purchase as well. So
yeah, you got that, and then just good timing with that announcement as well. The Ahsoka trailer got dropped as well. Did anyone see that?
I haven't had a chance to see that yet. No.
Good. I think it's going to cause a lot of people to buy that brickhead that don't have it. If they want the brickheads, they're going to be like, I want it now. I need to have it. Yeah.
Well, I think a combination of that one's been out for a while, and everyone's sort of been pegging that as a good, investment sort of one.
Yeah.
I think even after it retires at the end of this year, you'll still be able to pick it up quite a while for, a reasonable sort of price, because I think there's going to be a lot of them out there.
Yeah. The other thing I'm noticing as well, which is kind of a bummer, that obviously, like, there's been loads of sales on at the moment. But I feel like over in the States, they just get such good deals, like Target and stuff like this. Like, there was a picture on my Instagram earlier, and someone basically said like it was a Star Wars set. I can't remember which one, but it was crazy discounted, and they had like 50 of them because like it was just so dirt cheap. So I feel like it's hard to compete on the investment side of things with people in the States sometimes because they just have. It's kind of the equivalent of our, like, I suppose, Smiths almost, but Smiths doesn't do discounts all that often that are like that significant. That's a bummer. Bummer, man.
There's crazy deals, yeah.
Yeah. Or we have Argos, but Argos
thing
obviously doesn't just sell Argos. Oh, you can pre-order the Ghost now, apparently.
Is it back? Because I got a message that it was on Amazon shortly.
Which one?
The Ghost.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I've seen like you can pre-order the Walt Disney camera on Amazon. Yeah, maybe. I finished my last one.
Are they giving a good...
They're so cute.
Oh.
All of their heads spin right round for some reason. But yeah, they're pretty cute.
I actually bought that set to make up for the Disney gift we purchased. So me and Tom are going to be building them.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one to do as a joint build actually, because you can all you can both pick a character to build, sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, where do they go? I can't decide on my favourite ones though. I think it has to be between Moana, the Moana figures, and the Finding Nemo ones. I think a lot of people like the Beauty and the Beast ones the best, but I don't know. Maybe one of these ones, maybe. In terms of accuracy and how like they look like the characters. I think the Pocahontas one's probably my least favourite, purely because of Miko. But yeah. I'd love for them to do like a big Lumiere and Cogsworth one day. There's an idea for a mock. Yeah, that'd be nice. Oops, hello. Oh, Matt has gone. Oh no!
Glitching.
Honestly, don't know where these are gonna go. Something's gonna have to get bumped in the case. I am kind of annoyed actually. One thing that I did think I should have bought on the Amazon Prime sale was I don't know why I've never looked this up before, but they do actually sell their own versions of, like, you know how in on Wicked Brick you can get like translucent stands for these IKEA shelves. They actually did their kind of own version of those, and I was like, oh, I should have bought them because then I could have got more brick heads in the case.
Yeah.
Dang it. Never mind. Oh, Matt's back. Did you glitch out?
I'm back.
Guess who's back again.
Glitch again. Tell a friend. Should try to put that in the intro or something.
I'm gonna stop singing then. I need to remember that you do that, or you get Trevor to do it. Zip. If I do it, I don't realise.
Yeah, it's thinking because it's coming up to episode 23, and for some reason, probably from comic books, like 25 is always a bit of a special number, and then 26 will be, sort of 6 months doing it, and so like, yeah, maybe we should do something for those streams or something. Still haven't thought too much about it other than trying to do something.
Oh yeah, we could do for your 25th.
Won't be the 25th the special one, the 24-hour?
I think you could be right with that, actually.
Mm.
It's not next week, it's the week after, yeah.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that. And I'm on it as well.
Yeah, you'll get reminded next week a lot, I think. So,
yeah.
Because I think for that one, yeah, I will, because it's a 72-hour and it is on the Thursday. I think the slot which I've got is like sometime on a Sunday, so I don't, I don't intend to do the stream on the Thursday. It will be the Sunday. Although for that one, I was thinking of doing Lego Pictionary for that anyhow. So
that would be fun. I don't know what it is, but it sounds fun.
Basically, I've done it. I did it on the previous one a couple of years ago, where I sort of basically draw sets, and then people in the chat and then also on the panel as well sort of guess what it is, and you get points for guessing the name of the set, and then also too going one further and the actual number of the set, which obviously then people are using Google, but hey, whatever. I was almost thinking of doing it as sort of like panel versus chat. So.
Oh yeah, that could be good. That would work.
And not that I'd be giving any hints, but not giving any hints, but certainly having watched some of the top 5 most expensive sets, not they may or may not be helpful for some of the drawings. Anyway, be a bit of a thought and such, but yeah. Because I guess we sort of touched on a bit the ghost. The actual releases for this week, or in the last 7 days, have been a little bit light on, but we did get the Wolverine glove. Is that of interest to anyone?
No.
See, I'm a massive Wolverine fan, and Hugh Jackman and everything like this, and obviously they've now leaked that photo of him with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool for the latest film. But it just looks so unexciting, the build, so it'd have to get reduced, I think, for me to pick it up.
It just, I agree, it just doesn't look very exciting. It just looks, I don't know, it just looks a bit
blue and
plain.
dark.
Yeah. It doesn't excite me like that camera
did. See it in person, because I have the Thanos glove and the golden one, and that is amazing.
Yeah, we've got that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get the Iron
You got
Man
that.
one.
Now that was the other thing that you did pick up was the Iron Man glove, because that was on sale in the Amazon Prime one as well. But yeah, you got 3 Marvel ones, which have been 3 gloves. You got the Thanos, what they call the Nano Gauntlet, which is the Iron Man one. Then you're gonna have the Wolverine one. But it's sort of like as soon as I saw the Wolverine one, it was like that's what Stud was sort of saying they should have done the Black Panther bust as a Wolverine one, because then you'd have those claws would actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that would actually be very cool. Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me though, as what you've been saying in terms of the Deadpool film or something like that, if we did see in the not too distant future a Wolverine bust sort of thing.
Yeah. I think they might get put off because the Black Panther one hasn't done well, which I guess in a sense was a bit surprising, because the Black Panther films when they first came out did so well. Maybe if they brought the bust out when the first films came out, might have been a different story. But I think they brought it out too late when a lot of the hype had already gone. So, yeah, I don't know. That was a quick.
I think it was that, and then also too with the second one, you obviously had the Chad Boseman obviously passed away, but yeah, I think it was interesting because it made me do a double take on the actual Wolverine buildable figure, and then I saw on, because they both got X-Men 97 on it. Now, for anyone who's a child of the 90s, they did the X-Men cartoon, which went for 5 years from 92 to 97, and they're actually doing a reboot on that, which is coming out sort of is it later this year or early next year? So it's like you've now got 2 sets which are actually branded with the X-Men 97. So I wonder if that's actually start of a lot of X-Men 97 stuff that we're going to be getting soon.
I would be very tempted by a lot of X-Men stuff if they brought that out, because I do like X-Men. I think they could do some fantastic sets from that side of the universe. So, yeah. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I think a bit
hope
earlier
that we get more minifigs.
in the chat, they yeah.
Was there not a Dr. Xavier like house like picture somewhere? Was that an idea set or something, or was that? I definitely saw that somewhere because that got us very excited in this house, but I must have very quickly forgotten about it. I definitely saw that somewhere.
That would be amazing.
That would be so good.
The
Kind of almost like Home Alone sort of, Home Alone size style thing. Yeah, that would be very cool. Oh, and then they could bring out their big ship.
There's the next sort of the Blackbird, yeah. Because certainly if they did the X Mansion, that would make sense in terms of, they've done in the Marvel sort of modulars as such. You've had the Daily Bugle, Sanctum Sanctorum, the Avengers Tower is coming soon. If they did an X Mansion and could really deck it out with a lot of minifigs and everything like that and tie it into the show, that would probably be quite cool.
Yeah, I think that would do really, really well. That would be like, I'd be tempted by that on day one. But I think it would be if they did the set justice, it would have to be, quite a big set and with a big price tag on it, I think. Because I wouldn't want, I feel like that's one of those sets, like they have to do it, they just have to go for it. They have to do it all the way, not like a kind of half modular, sort of half building where you'd have to buy like 4 of them to make it look modular and things like that.
But I think it feels to me as if this is a set that is bound to disappoint, because theoretically I wanted at least in the size of the Home Alone set. I want it closed up that you can open it, and then I want Cerebro to be in it. I want the experience, and how big must it be? It must be the size of the Hogwarts castle, the big one.
Yeah, it would have to be a very decent size.
But if the Avengers Tower is going to be over £500, I'm sure for £500 you could do an X Mansion pretty well. And as you're saying, you tick off a couple of the Cerebro, Danger Room, the top part of the mansion. Whether or not you could get a Blackbird, or they'd do that as a separate set.
Yeah, I think they would.
Or even if they did it like the Batcave, where you do it and then they're going to release the Batmobile in a smaller set anyhow. So
you're getting me all excited about a set that's not even like announced or just hoping for it. Because I suppose like oh god, I need so many bricks for that. But I suppose it's that way that like the Avengers Tower, they know that like that will sell. So taking the risk of designing something that is going to be so big that they're going to have to charge over £500 for it, I think they're more confident that they'll see the return for that. Whereas if they kind of spend all that time making the molds to do pieces for like this mansion, I don't know, they might not be as certain that X-Men is as popular because it's kind of a side part of the Marvel universe. I would argue it would, because I love X-Men. I don't know.
But if you venture into buildings, then you are at least halfway on the safe side, even if the people are not into X-Men. They want to have a mansion, and buildings are always cool. If you have the Black Panther, the bust, you either are into Black Panther. It's not that you look at it and think to yourself, I'm into... I can reuse it. It's I leave off the ears, and all of a sudden it looks like Aunt, I don't know, Maria.
True.
So a couple of things, Nicole. I know it's after 10:30, which you were saying you wanted to have a hard 10:30 sort of limit. So, am I kicking you off the stream or what's? Yeah.
I think I'm
okay.
leaving on my
I do know there's
own
somebody else in the
accord.
green room. You're not being ignored. I can see there. Yeah. Is there? Having said that, do you want to sort of talk about anything you've built tonight, and if you want to give anything a plug?
I built a car. Sean Connery is now in my life. Now I need a day tenant, but yeah, I really, really love that car. It's really cute. Yeah. And if anyone
Awesome, yeah,
wants to know the way to Berlin, follow the road. Follow the signs. Yeah. Other than that, nothing much. I will have to see how the weekend goes, and then I will take it from there. Yeah. Hi,
cool.
Carrie.
Excellent then. And yeah, so always good to see you.
Thank you very much for having me, Carrie.
Just brought Carrie
for
in,
the
so,
record, I told everyone before that I'm going to leave at my time 11:30. 10:30. So it's not like
here and you're leaving. Okay, I see.
Right, Carrie. Carrie is in the house. I'm out of here. No. I would never do that. I love to hang with you.
No worries, it's okay. I actually today I was going to surprise everybody and be here a lot earlier because I was actually working a day shift today at work. And then I had a surprise Dungeons and Dragons session, so I literally just got back.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I didn't say, "Oh, I can be there early," because yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But yes, we've been trying to get out of a dungeon for like what seems like forever now. It's ridiculous.
I'm so glad that you gave us context. I'm trying all evening to get out of the dungeon, but
we've been trying to get out of
you know how it is.
Sorry, we have finally got out of a dungeon, but we're now in some form of weird estate. Yeah.
Oh, that's
this is funny. I enjoy it anyway. I'm just going to mute my channel because I want to open this bag because I did say to people that I was going to build another session of this on stream, and I've not opened the bags, so in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm leaving you guys.
Okay.
Have a
Always
great
great to see you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Next week. Bye. So having said that, then do a proper introduction. Somebody who's usually always battling away with chefs and struggling to get here, and has managed to get here tonight.
Hi.
Hopefully, there's no more dead bodies hiding around somewhere in the cupboard from chefs who are no longer with us. How are you going this evening, Carrie?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very, very tired because I did actually swap my shift to be on the day shift because I'm actually going on holiday tomorrow. So I did like a close last night and then an open this morning. So in between there was not a lot of time to sleep. It doesn't happen very often, but yeah, I'll be fine tomorrow when I get to where I'm going. So it'll be cool. Probably should find out where I'm going first. Actually, we're taking a caravan up to a campsite.
You're kicking back with a few.
Well, the hubby was going to go to Coniston Water to swim it. He was going to swim the length of it with his swim team, but he's hurt his shoulder. So I was like, so instead of going all the way up to Coniston Water, which is going to take us 4 hours pulling a caravan, maybe we should go somewhere else. So I found a little area closer in the North York Moors, which looks quite nice. So we're going to head up there. So that's me. So we'll be there for 5 days, 4 nights.
Oh, that'll be good. Hopefully the weather's good for you because the weather's been so iffy.
No, the weather's not going to be good.
Oh no. At least you're inside a camper van and not in a tent.
Yeah. Oh, I can't tent. No, not at all. Yeah, that's right. I bought a little caravan because of the tent. It's not a great one. It's a really old one, but it's it's got a roof over its head and it's watertight.
At least you know you're going to be dry.
Exactly. Yeah.
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 Brickapix, Omega Man has something to tell me. What has he got to tell me? One Brick Store, definitely, yes. So we should get some news about Gringotts tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Soon.
18th. Tuesday the 18th, yeah. As long as it's coming out in September. Otherwise I'll cry. Like, no, stagger them out.
It is coming out in September.
No!
It really is, yeah. It's out on September 1st. Yeah.
I bet you can't contain your excitement, can you? You've been waiting so long.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I mean this week has been great. So the Ashoka channel, the Ashoka preview has dropped, which is amazing. I can't even say it. Ashoka. Yeah.
Ashoka.
News.
You've got a Scottish accent, heavy on that one.
Ashoka. Have we all seen it now? Have you seen it now, Matt? Have you seen it?
We sort of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but it does look really good.
Do we not think that Admiral Thrawn looks a bit like Elon Musk though, but blue?
Don't say that, because now I'm never going to unsee it.
I can't unsee it. Somebody said that, and I'm like, oh my god, he does.
So you're just passing it on to the rest of us to pollute our minds with it.
Yeah, passing it on.
I put it on Facebook. I couldn't help myself. Not seen the trailer yet. Oh my god, Tyson, go and watch it. Go and watch it now. Come back and discuss because it's amazing. Right, anyway, back to this. Interesting. I don't appear to have. I appear to be missing one of those.
I mean, Bonnie, in terms of Gringotts, is that just going to be a box that can join the Disney castle?
I know, Carrie, it's still here in the box. I was just telling everyone. Like, it was a first day purchase, but still in the box. My issue though is just purely out of,
Still in the box.
We're kind of pushing it with me saying I've got somewhere I could put it. It would go where the current one is.
Don't let people bully you. I have still got Hogwarts Castle down there. It's been there for 2 years now. 2 years.
Yeah. It's because you want like the ultimate place to display it, so I don't want to build it until I've got like this pinnacle place to put it. So yeah, it's painful, but it's probably gonna stay in that box for a while. Oh yeah.
So you see where that bird is there?
Yes.
So this bird is supposed to be going there, where my slave one is going, because I'm supposed to be selling my slave one. There.
Yeah. Okay.
And I haven't got round to selling my slave one yet. So my Hogwarts Castle's supposed to be going there. That bird's supposed to be going there. Yeah, it's not happened. What can I say?
Do you think that shelf will buckle though with the castle?
I don't know. It looks like it's buckling now, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, actually, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Just get those like wedge things that you put under shelves to like help the support.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like, we're grappling for space.
What does a Mega Man have to tell me? Yeah, this is my problem as well.
Yeah, but I do want Gringotts. Like, we don't buy like much of the Harry Potter stuff because I'm not really interested in buying sets that aren't like look like full buildings sort of thing. Like, I think it's awesome. Like, I've got actually a friend at work who is into Harry Potter Lego. Like, that's the only Lego they buy, and he has every single set other than like the very, very new ones. But he's just not built them up yet to make them into the full display.
So I can feel him for that, because I've got every single set apart from the new ones as well. And I've got them.
No, but you have the Triwizard Tournament one. Like, he doesn't have that one. You mocked that one, did you not? With like a couple?
Yeah, it's down there. But
yeah,
I've
so
got
I don't
ones
think.
that are just here that I've not built. So.
Yeah, the brickheads. Yeah, I really do like the brickheads, and we actually have some of them already. Like, not the new ones, like not the new ones, the new ones.
Yeah.
But now we're like, crap, we shouldn't have started that because there's just so many. So I don't think we'll buy any more. Yeah, just stick to a theme, I think.
Decide. Yeah, you've got to kind of stick to a theme and think, right, that's what I'm going to get. I'm not going to stray. And then you're going to get loads of Star Wars Lego that you don't want. Then you'll get loads of Harry Potter Lego. Yeah, it doesn't work, just so you're aware.
I know. I'm learning that now. Definitely, for sure. It's painful. But no, space is now limiting us, though, so anyway.
I've built a little games room.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh,
I like the double screen.
So that's where the piece on the walls come from then, that yellow slide piece.
Yeah. Door.
Which is pretty cool.
Doors.
Is this still your friend's sets?
Yeah. I'm on the 3rd floor. Well, 4th floor when I did it, when you put it on top of the kitchen.
I'm debating on whether to take any Lego with me camping. I normally do, but then I normally bring it back not made. So we shall see. The light's not very good in the caravan to do that.
Mm.
You just take a small set.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, last time I went, I did build one of the Chinese New Year sets. It was pretty cool.
Mm.
But my eyes are not exactly the best in weird light, so but not the best in normal light, to be fair. I can see perfectly at a distance. I just can't see anything close to me. Very annoying.
That's a cool printed set piece.
That's a printed piece. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
ideal for building Lego small pieces.
Mm.
Yeah.
That is really nice.
Oh, one of your videos got highlighted in the lug today, Matt. Because the
Oh, really? Is that good or bad?
well, so the ambassador got sent some boxes to try out and have a look. So there were lots of people saying, "Oh, when are we getting these?" And he's like, "Well, I've just been sent these to have a look at them and to show them to the lug." So he's put them onto the screen, and then people started asking questions about the boxes, asking silly questions that have already been answered, and this, that, and the other. And then somebody said, "Well, are they better? How many pieces can you get in there?" And then somebody said, "Oh, there's a video on that," and popped up, and I'm like, "Oh, let's have a look at the video." And it was your video. So it's in Northern Brickworks. I just thought that's funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's Colin Smithson. Colin Smithson poked your video in.
And at what stage did you just sort of go, "Oh God, I've seen this before"?
I was at work, so I was looking at it going, "Oh, that's Matt's video," and then I just didn't do anything after that.
Oh, anything which helps give a few more views, I never say no to.
There we go. It's got quite a few views, so hasn't it, that one? Whenever you post anything to do with Brick Cups, they do get quite a lot of views.
Yeah.
They're useful.
My little shorts have done quite well. I've still got a big tub of these here that I've no idea what I'm going to do with them. Stupid. Should do these things.
Why do we do it though? We were just talking about this. Like we want to pick up the new white masonry and lavender masonry bricks, but we don't have like anything like definitely in mind to use them for. We just know that we want them because they're nice.
Yeah, I've got a full tub full already. I went in last Monday and got 3 pick cups full of those white nuggets and lavender masonry bricks. Yeah, just small ones because they pack it. When you pack them, you can fit more in those.
Yeah, definitely want them.
It looks perfect. What I've done with it, I think I've left it downstairs, but the cup is perfect the way I've packed it. I don't want to destroy it. Pop some of this on.
Yeah, I think we were talking a bit earlier, about those white masonry bricks, and I think Bonnie was saying that she managed to get roughly, what was it, about 500 in a big cup?
Well, that was Nicole. Yeah, she said something like that, 500, which is crazy. Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
have to
mental.
go and get the small cup now and see how many I've got in there, so I don't actually count. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, no, that as soon as she sort of said that, it's like, I'm sure Kerry has worked out exactly and got them packed in perfectly.
Yeah. This will be interesting actually, because like I'm gonna try and get them as well. So I'll see if I end up with the same amount.
It's just a shame.
Yeah. It's all about packing technique, isn't it? That's why I'm kind of like looking forward to the boxes in a sense, because you can just like pieces that you wouldn't stack in a box anyway, you would just throw in. And yeah, the ones that you would build up together and stuff, you just put them in a nice row. So yeah, be good. Oh my god, Trevor, I thought you were gonna drop that.
No, I saved it. It was a bag that fell on the floor.
I thought you literally went. Oh, oh, look at the pretty color! I can see it already. Nice lavender color.
I've taken it off the base. I'm working out. I've just worked out that once you take the tower off that base, that's when the top of the kitchen then fits on here.
Ah, right.
So it's not wasted.
Mm-hmm.
So that fits on there like that. So that is the top of the kitchen.
And that goes onto the side.
And then this will go on top. So you've got, there's your kitchen. Don't know, I'm going to do this without dropping it.
Oh gosh, don't drop it.
No. And then the building will fit on top of the kitchen like that.
Oh my god, that looks so good. That looks even better than what I thought it was going to look.
That's cool, actually.
Oh my gosh.
So you've still got all your stairs that you would have had for your kitchen at the side. And then
That's next level.
I'm assuming then, because you've got some Technic pins, I'm assuming, let me just bear with me, if that goes, that should slot in the side. He said. Ah, yeah, that's it. Let me just, so now, with the top,
Oh my god, I'm holding my breath for you.
so you've got, was your top of your kitchen on the side of it.
Oh, that's cool.
So good.
It's
so beautiful.
It's quite big, isn't it? So it's a friend set.
Yeah.
That is so good. Absolutely
That's
love
all
that.
the inside of each of the rooms, including the kitchen now, because we've gone on top of the kitchen.
And then is there still another floor to go on to make the, or is it just the roof?
No, there's another floor and then the roof with a little greenhouse on top.
Wow, that is
So
tall.
it's taller than I thought. I think this isn't going to go on my bookshelf. It might go on the very top shelf, but certainly not one in the middle.
That is really cool. What's the orange round? Not the orange, pink orange part at the front. What's that supposed to be? Yeah, the pink round part. I'm tired. I can't speak. Is it supposed to be like a little seating bench round thing?
Oh, that. Apparently, I've got to build a tree that goes up.
Oh, okay.
Like a climbing tree. So, yeah.
Oh gosh, put it down slowly.
So yeah. I'm really chuffed with that because I'm glad I got the kitchen, because obviously the kitchen sold separately. And then whatever waste it produces, don't forget I've got my recycling truck to build, so to take all that away. And then my pancake battle kit, don't forget my pancake battle kit. I'm really getting into this friend stuff.
Swoosh test.
Swoosh test. All right, yeah, Tyson. Yeah, just for you. Yeah.
Scary. Don't do it.
Oh no, don't. Oh god.
Yeah, it's perfectly all right. Not doing any more.
Right, so that's a small brick cup. That's full. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so satisfying.
Whoop.
Whoop.
No, not full. Very satisfying. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I packed it like that. So this was the white one that I've just poured into a big one. Oh, get glare. So
you've just poured that in. You haven't like.
Top. Yeah, I'm now gonna count to see how many of those I can get, but that's literally there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna now count these to see how many I can get. So take me off a big screen. Because there's a lot. So talk with yourself. I'm doing it.
I'm still recovering from Trevor swooshing his build around, much like when he did it on Bonnie's channel the other day. The whole time it's just like, don't drop that, don't drop that, don't drop that. It's just like
oh, it's so hard because this is definitely like on my nearing the top of my list now to get these sets that Trev has, because he's just really drawn me towards them. They're like so good, and I don't really feel like you need to like fully modularize them either, because they're very like they're mostly closed. Even like the back, even though it's open, it's not enough to, I don't think, to bother me anyway. So
the thing is, building this Bonnie has caused me a problem now, because I've really enjoyed it, but I've never built a modular, and now I'd like to build a modular.
No.
Yep. Building modulars is a whole other build experience. It's probably going to be like that in that it's so satisfying seeing the floors come together and all this kind of thing.
I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I must admit, it's a different style of build.
I've taken 100 out, and we are there.
Oh wow, that's crazy! What? Stop being light.
Stop being light. Right, I'll carry on.
In the shadows. Oh my god.
Put them in the sun for a couple of days so they yellow nicely.
Oh no. How many did you get in a big pick brick cup, did you say?
500.
500.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if she used the carry technique, there'd probably be like an extra couple hundred.
Bonnie, that round piece you're on about, that's the tree that you end up building.
Oh yeah. Oh, it has a little tire swing. Right, you know, my issue is that obviously I've said to you guys I'm saving for our trip to and everything like this, but I'm also saving to return to London for potentially a one-day trip because I've just found out there is a Disney 100 Expo in October where they are bringing over previously archived stuff from the studios, so like original stuff from Walt Disney Studios over, and obviously it's only in London. So I'm now like, well, I'm going to have to come back on October 13th for this, because that just it looks really good. The trailer for it, if anyone's into Disney, look it up. It looks amazing. It's got Marvel and Star Wars in it as well. Some stuff from the films and things like that will be on display. So yeah, I'm having a major crisis.
Is that the one which is being advertised as having like 250 pieces or something?
Oh no, it's not a Lego set. It is an event.
No. But it's got 250 pieces of like memorabilia and stuff.
Oh right, okay, sorry. When you say pieces, I go into Lego mode. Oh, I can't remember. I don't know. I didn't even look at a number. I just saw Expo and I was like, yep. I'll be there. It's the closest thing to going to the studios, really. So yeah, I've got a reminder on my phone for pre-sale tickets on, I want to say Monday next week. So I'll just buy the tickets and then work out how I'm getting there and where I'm staying.
How it goes from there, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Trev, if you are going to get tempted by the modulars, I think there's 2 or 3 retiring this year. Assembly Square, which is really good. Police Station, and I also thought the bookshop was retiring as well. So a couple of those you can usually get on John Lewis, 25% off for things. So yeah, just something to keep in the back of your mind, because usually when they retire, they get expensive.
Yep.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, the police station is reduced. Yeah, the police station is reduced quite well on John Lewis at the moment, because that was a John Lewis exclusive. and I think Assembly Square as well. But the bookstore is exclusive to Smiths, so I don't foresee that getting reduced very much because Smiths don't tend to reduce their sets all that much, especially like modulars, unfortunately. So yeah.
And then Tyson, the bookshop should already be retired. Yeah, it was. I think at one stage it was on a list to retire last year, but it didn't. So I'm just trying to think, was there a modular which actually retired last year?
Right, so 374 I can get into a small pick-a-brick cup.
Wow. It's more than I would have thought, for sure.
So basically I can get 600 and so into 2 pick-a-brick cups. How much is a small pick-a-brick cup?
$3.99 or something?
It's like a pound. No, it's about $7.99, isn't it? It's a pound more.
Oh.
Than half price.
I'm like, if only.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's $14.99 for a big one and $7.99 for a small one. So yeah, so basically it's a pound more if you get 2 small ones than it is for one big one. And if I stacked it, which it's very hard to stack those into there, to stack it like I did, you can't stack it. I tried it last week, but you can stack it. You can brick it up like. Have you seen the one where you do a section there, a section there, a section there that's all together with bricks? Let me find a picture because I've done that before and I can't remember how I got into it.
There is a video online to optimize like the stacking for that one. Because I did look at it one stage and it's like that's nice, but I'm not going to spend that long doing it.
Oh, I did. There we go. So
yeah,
that's done with bricks. What I did one time was I made these bricks into those bricks and stacked it like that, and you got so many in. I was trying to basically layer this one, and to get it down there to layer it, it's so hard, and to make them stand up. And I'm like, oh, I can't do it. So it's easier to stack into there because it's not as deep.
Yeah,
that is so very satisfying. Just look at that.
It's so lovely.
It's so lovely I could die. It's so fluffy.
But you're saying it works out more cost effective to do the bigger cup?
No, it's more cost effective. If you've got bricks, it's more cost effective to do the smaller cup if you're going to stack them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they look so cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the Pabbles next week have them in at least one of the 4 London stores.
Hopefully. What's clearly going quite fast is the the Burt bricks, the lerps.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually. What I did was I stacked one layer and then I layered like 6 around and I stacked inside them, and I was going to do that again and again. But somebody's actually stacked and got 50 in a cup, and then sprinkled it with little pieces. But I don't need any little pieces. I've got so many. So I'd rather I want the masonry bricks so I can make something pretty from them. Yeah, but I did 3 of those in about 20 minutes. I had to literally 2 of them are stacked like that, and then one of them I basically had to chuck in because I was there at closing time, 20 minutes before closing time, and I didn't know. And I went with a friend saying, "I'm not going to buy anything. I don't want to buy anything." I walked in at closing time, saw they had new bricks on and I'm like, "Oh no!" So I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I ended up walking out with a Razor Velocity Arc set and 3 pick-a-brick cups.
I almost wish they just had like it on like in a notepad or on the wall or something, being like, if you purely only buy these pieces, like we know how much you can fit in the cup, we'll just like chuck them all in one of the small paper bags for you.
Yeah, but people don't know that though. So that's only AFOLs. Yeah. I mean, she was kind of generous with me. I'm like, look how I've stacked this cup. Can I please just take these lerps? And I placed them on top, and she went, I don't care. Chuck them in. That's Sheffield. That generally doesn't happen. If the manager was there, it wouldn't have happened. She just talk.
Yeah, no, I've found that in a lot of places. You can go through and you can stack them all out and go, right, this is how many I can get in one cup. And I just count out the other ones. And they're like, no, you have to go through and actually,
do it again.
Do it again.
But the worst time was when I was going to buy my. It was last year. It was September the. It was AFOL Day. Was it AFOL Day? Yeah, because I was buying a train, and I stood there and I packed a pick-a-brick cup, and I think it was with masonry bricks, and I packed it, and oops, let me see. Was it these ones? I can't remember, but no, it wasn't masonry. It was bricks, and I basically packed it, and it was one above, and I put that on there like that, and I think my cup was like that. And she watched me pack one, a full one, and then I packed another, and as I got to the top and picked them up, she went, the lid's got to touch. And I went, could you not have told me that when you saw me pack the first one? I went, are you really going to make me put back like literally 10 bricks? That's how much it was. On the top. Yeah. Because basically what I did was I took off the 10 bricks and then I turned them on the side, stacked them, and put 10 bricks back. That's all it was. 10 bricks. She's like,
so she did make you put them back?
She made me put them back. And then I picked up my £400 Lego set and my 2 brick cups, went to the front, and I nearly did the "Can I speak to your manager, please?" but I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, no, 'cause if that had happened to me, I'd have been fuming.
Yeah.
"Can I speak to your manager?" She was clearly power tripping, and I'm like, so I'm going to put these 10 bricks back and spend my £500. Okay, not to worry.
Oh, that's so funny. The Edinburgh store's like good for that. Like it can be quite a bit not touching, and they'll just get the tape and they'll be like, "Yeah, let's just get you as much as we can."
The Edinburgh store's great. When Omega Man goes, he just gets loads of stuff thrown in all the time. It's not fair. I mean, last time we went, before this time, they were like, "There's lots of raffles here today. Is something going on?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's our love meet. We're going to have a raffle if you want to donate a prize." And they're like, I'm like, "All right, then, fair. Don't support your local lug, your local registered lug meet." What can I say?
I'm surprised when she started power tripping like that if you didn't turn around to her and just sort of say, "You know what? You remind me of a chef I used to know."
Used to know. I was just like, don't, because this is your regular store. You don't want to alienate them. Absolutely fuming.
Yeah, never mind. Just don't let it show, and then they'll know that they've got to you.
Oh, I let it show.
Stamping around.
Tell by my face, if looks could kill, she would be 10 foot under. Little 12-year-old child.
Well, were they so docile that they were just sort of completely socially unaware, and so like, like.
That's the thing as well. I've not seen her since, so yeah. But this time there was like, "Oh, do you know?" And this, that, and look, I got like a young lassie who was talking to me, and I totally wanted to do that. I know more than you, but I didn't.
Yeah.
She was lovely though. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, you just do this. And then I was telling her a few bits and bobs about Gringotts. She's like, "A Gringotts? Oh, I'm bringing a Gringotts out." I'm like, sorry.
I know, is that kind of cringy way when you realise that you know more than the staff? That is definitely a thing. Like the last time I was in to get the new Disney Castle, I was talking to one of the staff, and I actually felt very, very sad for him because he said he's never seen the original one. And I was like, oh, that's a shame. And I was like, oh. So yeah, he must have been quite new. I didn't recognise him. So yeah.
Come here, let me give you a hug. You poor just.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
but yeah, no,
pride.
Yeah, no. And then talking about sets that have been announced or leaked and things, and they don't know about them as well, and it's just like, yeah. I genuinely was looking on the Lego website today for jobs at the Edinburgh store.
Well,
like,
there's one which probably, if your Spanish is any good, they're advertising for a Spanish media marketing manager for London.
Oh, okay.
They were actually advertising part-timers at Sheffield, and I'm like, they're not going to hire me. They know I'm crazy already. I ring up to ask them about something, and they're like, "Oh, hello, Kerry," on the phone.
They know your voice.
Yeah. Excuse me, sorry.
I really enjoyed. I'm going there again on the 1st of August, Kerry. I'm going. Me and Tom are
Sheffield.
going. Yeah.
I'll be on holiday then, so I won't be able to. I'm do the 1st of August, but I kind of want to avoid it anyway because obviously I need to be there 1st of September. But I'm potentially going to try and hold back on getting Gringotts on the 1st because I think there's going to be an AFOL day a bit later on in the month, and I'm going to see how much I can get Gringotts for by getting a big discount and using points because I've got £200 for points at the minute. So I might make a video of how I got a free Gringotts. We shall see.
Yeah. Although the AFOL day, I'm thinking usually it's September because we just had the June to the July, August.
Yeah, that's when Gringotts comes out. But it comes out on the 1st of September. This is what I did last year. So the train came out on the 1st of September, but I held off and I went in and got it on the 15th. Or it might have been the 10th, but I picked it up about 10 times to go and buy it, and I thought, no, put it down.
And what, you still haven't built it?
Oh yeah, it's up there. My train's up there. There we go. There's the train. Oh, can't even get the whole thing in.
The trouble is, you know what else is coming out on the 1st of September, don't you?
What?
The Hogwarts and grounds that you like.
Yeah, I know, but I can help. That's not a day one buy. So I might potentially buy that on day one because it is nice and it's not as expensive as the £450 Gringotts that I'm going to buy.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to head. I've had quite a long day, so yes, it's been so good to catch up with you all, though. Yeah, I have to pry myself away from talking about pab cups and Gringotts and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on again, Matt. Really, really appreciated it, and I got to finish this set finally with all the figures. So yes, I'm trying to find somewhere to put them. This is the
Is that the Disney icon? The Disney one?
Yes, this one here.
Oh, I picked that up and put it back down and went and got this instead.
Which one did you get instead?
I got Raiders of the Lost Ark so I could get the freebie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
And then I got the freebie. It's lovely.
Yeah. No, I'm glad to have it. The only one I don't like, I've already said, is the Miko one. I think he just looks deranged. So he's going to go to the back of the cabinet when I display them.
Oh, he just looks good, doesn't he?
It does. It just looks bizarre. I think the designers gave up when they got to him. So yeah, I'll find somewhere to put them. But yeah, it was lovely to catch up with you all. I won't be able to make it next Thursday because I will be in London. Yeah, you never know. Maybe Matt won't make it either because I'll pry him away. We'll go do something.
It's only going to glitch anyhow.
Yeah.
And what have you got sort of coming up on your channel, streams, anything like that?
Yes, I've got a review coming out tomorrow of the building blocks type. I'm actually in love with this one though, and it is put this way, it's a set that has finally found its way into my bathroom. That's where it is now. We've got to that point now, and it actually looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna get that finished. Finish the editing tomorrow at some point. Hopefully, maybe, probably not, and that'll release hopefully tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I'll have my live stream again, and it will be Trevor and Matt and Lady McBrick who will be joining me for this week's one. So not as chaotic as last week, thankfully, for my own sanity. So that'll be really good. And then obviously I won't be streaming the Sunday after that because I will be away. But yeah, it'll be a good one.
Look forward to it. It's good. It was a blast.
Yeah, no, it's always good fun. It's always good fun. Lots of shenanigans with Matt's pictures.
It's always great to have you on, and yeah, we'll hopefully see you in a couple of weeks back on the stream at some stage. And yeah, definitely check out your stream on Sunday night, which is 7:30 UK time.
Yep, 7:30 UK time and 2:30 Eastern Coast time. Yeah.
Yeah. New York time. So, cool.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And yeah, hopefully you can rescue your little minifigure out of that box at some stage.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't know where he's taken it from. Hopefully it's not from No, he's not taking it from my my unicorn that was holding minifig Nova. I don't know where he's got that one from. Obviously, my big collection of sig figs, which I'll have to redesign now that I've changed my hair. So, yeah. But yeah, that's it for me for tonight. I'm just going to go to bed because I can foresee Nova being up again since she's a bit ill. But yeah, it was lovely to see you all again, and goodbye to everyone in the chat. There's loads of good chat going on throughout the night. So yeah, I'll catch up with you all soon.
Well, great.
Bye.
See you later.
Take care. Take care. Look after yourself.
Bye. And then there were 3.
Number 3. Roll back down. Oh, because you probably didn't see, Kerry. During the week, Aaron had sent me a picture for the stream. Let me just dig it out here. There we go.
That's awesome. That's cool.
And
Is that the trunk from Terry Pratchett's the Annette Morport trunk?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's not a Lego one, but yeah.
It needs some legs on it. It needs lots and lots of legs on it, and then it'll be the Diswall trunk.
Official trunk, yeah. So yeah, Aaron had done that and put her sig fig in there, and she hadn't even noticed. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. So
I can't remember what the trunk's called. It's really annoying now. Is it just called trunk?
No idea. I'm sure we'll probably get it there.
I haven't read them since I was born.
Actually, no, Tyson here has said it's a mimic. Kerry, it's a D&D thing. Yeah.
That's a mimic. Right, okay. That's not the actual trunk of the Annette Morport. I should have known that, to be fair.
Can't know everything. And then, yeah, Tyson, it would be good if Lego just started selling pre-packaged bags of bricks. Like you could walk in, grab a bag of a few hundred masonry bricks and say medium stay grown and go, yeah, no, it's...
I'd be very poor if that happened. I'm very poor now, to be fair. If it was dark bluish
it would just accelerate it.
Definitely.
Oh, Kerry disappeared and back again.
Did I?
Yeah. Or is that? Anyhow, you're back, so that's the thing.
So I've actually got no Wi-Fi on my phone. So possibly, yes, I did see it disappear. I'll have to keep an eye on that. My Wi-Fi keeps dropping out at around this time every single night. It's very dodgy. And my phone currently has no Wi-Fi. My iPad seems to be doing okay, but if I disappear, that's what's happened.
Okay. Well, I think we'll in a little bit we'll start to wrap things up anyhow. It's getting on 3 hours.
Mark probably just got Mark's in bed.
Mark probably just started watching Netflix.
No, Mark's in bed. He's always in bed before 10. He needs his sleep, bless him.
Either that, or maybe as he's going to bed, he just turns the Wi-Fi off.
Probably.
Bit of an encouragement.
I'm going to try and finish this piece quite fast then, if we go.
The other thing, more just a general, Cali Brickclick are going to be doing, it looks like their last podcast or streamcast, which unfortunately for us is on the 15th at midnight. So, but if anybody else is watching us back in a sensible time zone, keep an eye out for that and maybe join in for that.
It's a shame that. It's a fun stream.
Yeah, no, it's going to be...
Like they said, all things do have to come to an end at some point. They can't do it forever. Well, they could, but they're not going to.
Well, I think as I sort of said, and
the editing on that just takes a very long time, and I've done some longer format interviews which go for an hour or two, and like the editing time just gets ridiculous because even just to watch back through it once or twice, if you've done it for an hour, there's 2 or 3 hours just gone.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a shame because it seemed to, for a long time, like be interviewing or, having people on there that you kind of knew. And there's a number of episodes which I listened to and, people I'd streamed with, but because it was sort of a more one-on-one, you got to learn sort of more about them and everything.
Yeah.
Have you watched much of the American Lego Masters?
Definitely saw the first one. I think I saw most of the second one. I've not seen the new one. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. So I watched it when Boone was on there.
Yeah, that was the first one.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
And then the second one went really crazy with that had Sam Brego on there. I can't remember. Yeah, I've not seen the newer one.
The new one, yeah.
The
what's
one? It's a bit much sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like it was trying to create drama for drama's sake.
Yeah. Whereas, obviously the original British one was very much Lego for Lego's sake and very little on that. And the Australian one has just been do everything crazy and bigger.
Yeah. I've not seen the Australian one.
Yeah, the Australian one also likes to do a bit of drama, but then that's what they like to do with a lot of those sorts of series because they took, MasterChef UK, which was more about cooking, and then they took it to Australia and they made it all about the drama aspect. And because that was always the sort of thing. I started off watching the MasterChef Australia, and it would just go on and on and on and on and on. And then you watch MasterChef UK, and like within a couple of hours, it's like, what do you mean we're already up to the semi-finals? Like what? And then KO, sorry I disputed earlier. I was Brooklyn shopping using someone PayPal. So please so far. Okay, good. Yep, no, that's cool. And I only watched UK Lego Master. Forgot about other country Lego Master existed. Yeah. No, I just found it interesting with Callie Brick.
I really enjoyed it. Sorry, go on.
Did you watch the Celebrity Christmas special recently? Like last year? No, I didn't see that one either. So
I don't actually watch much TV, to be fair.
Yeah. Do you watch much sort of streaming? I mean, it sounds like obviously the Star Wars stuff on Disney Plus.
I will stream, yeah. So I will watch anything Star Wars.
Yeah.
I will stream random films, but other than that, I'm not a massive. I like films, but I'm not a massive series watch, unless it's Star Wars or Game of Thrones, basically, or random series that I might pick up and then I'll just binge them. I won't actually. Yeah, I won't. I don't. I'm not a soap person. I don't watch any car crash TV or anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm not a massive Big Brother fan or all the whatever they're called. Those I won't watch any of those.
The reality type TV.
Yeah, that's it. Reality TV shows. I can't be doing those.
The reality, non-reality sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
There's enough going on in our own reality.
Yeah. Sometimes even worse. So.
Terry has gone to 1 frame per second again in Mega Man. What's the Mega Man been saying? I need to find out. He's probably gone to bed now, but I need to find out what he's been saying.
I think he might be going on about
relating to the Wi-Fi, and it's so bad that you've now dropped down to 1 frame per second or something. Maybe at a guess.
Probably true. My Wi-Fi is very bad.
I've been studying the instructions map for the Hocus Pocus set, going through it to work out what part of the build I need to do in backwards, if you know what I mean, for stop motion. And I think this is going to be I don't know why I said I'd do it now. I'm thinking, oh god, especially the roof and everything. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to start that soon. So yeah, but I've gone through the instructions because I work out what pieces I need to build so it all comes together. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, cool. Just sorry to interrupt. KO, gotta go. So enjoy building, carry hope and dream. Yeah. So in terms of when you're looking through the instructions, like, is there anything particular you're looking for? You're just trying to get a bit of a sense of how it's all going to come together and how you're going to have to reverse engineer it, or what are you looking at?
Yeah, I get a sense of how it's all going to come together, but then I've also, on part of the builds where it will say a couple of instructions to build this and then pop it on your main build that you're building, I'll actually go through and look for all the pieces that I need for the base, if you know what I mean. So then in stop motion, you see the base being built and everything moves up from that. So it's no good me building half a wall, putting it on like it suggests, and then in stop motion, you just see half a wall. You've got to see that wall being built from the foundation up. So that's what I look for. So I go all the way through. It's a different way of looking at it. You kind of build in your own way, still following the instructions, but some of it backwards. Because if not, it wouldn't look as though the whole thing's being built before your eyes, and that's what stop motion is about.
Just trying to get to. Yeah, no, I'd never thought of. Yeah, that's what you say when you're building the sub-assemblies.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure that they just don't pop into place, and you're like, yeah, wow, how did that?
Yeah, so if it's a wall that's got like, I don't know, 17 different bricks, and then you pop it on the base, it doesn't make sense. So I have to look at what the base is and then build that wall of those 17 bricks up bit by bit. You can't just place all that one bit. It wouldn't look right. So so I go through, look for all the base and look for how I'm going to do individual pieces, and just take it from there and then just have fun and work it out from there.
So when you look at something like Hocus Pocus, do you, mentally, if you kind of budgeted sort of like time in terms of, this is going to take 4 to 6 weeks, or do you just start doing it and it takes as long as what it takes?
I don't really put a time frame on it. I know it needs to be done before. We're looking at October. We're going to do a release in October. So you think you've got plenty of time, but then you've got things happening in the family. Like this week, it's just been mad. I've had an award ceremony for Thomas. We've been to a play for Will. So I've had no time. It's just a matter of having that time. So I don't plan. I'll build when I get a chance to build. So you think it's enough time, but you don't build every night. I'm not working on it every night. So when I can, I just, do bits. So. But I really enjoy it. People say, I don't know, you've got the patience, but I do enjoy it. Honest, I do. Yeah.
Oh, you would, for that sort of stuff, you'd have to. Either that or you're a sadist. It's like, I hate doing this, but I'm going to keep doing it.
And you know what the fun part is? It's like this week, I've been editing together the amusement part, the Friends amusement part. And that's the fun part because you've got all the footage. It's all in ready edit form. And I can just edit it together. That's the good bit where you see it all come together, all the bits you've been working on, you see the whole build.
I suppose, it's because a lot of times when listening to people or talking to other people who do YouTube and things like that, the editing is usually the part which people hate the most. Whereas I guess, because you're seeing a whole bunch of still frames come together.
Yeah.
Then you're seeing it for the first time. Whereas usually when you're editing, it's like, I've shot a whole bunch of footage. I need to first of all do a pass through, cull some stuff. Then I've got to get this have the story together, maybe do a pass on a voiceover or a script or commentary, or and then do another pass. Does this all sort of flow? Actually, no, I'm missing this. I need a couple of these shots here. It's just it's probably the reverse process. It's sort of like when you're doing it otherwise, you have all the footage there and you're reducing it down, whereas yours is sort of more building it all up.
Because although I'll check the work that I've done that evening, this is the only time when I'm editing it where I can see it all come together as one build, which is good. So and I'm learning all the time. I'm picking new things up. I've got ideas for the Hocus Pocus that I'm going to push to the next level. I'm going to start doing layering effects. So that's a new thing on me, which I'm reading up on now. So if I pull it off, and I think I'll do what Bonnie said. We ought to premiere it because, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited, even though I've not even opened the bag. I'm still excited. when I'll pull it off, and I'll be excited. It might be a total spook.
Well, you need that initial that spark or motivation is not the right word, but the sort of passion or whatever to be able to. Now you got the vision. Right now, it's just execution.
Yeah, I know what I want to do, and I know when I want to record it, and it's just putting it all together. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's nice to work on a project like that. I'd rather be like that and have something that I can work on. It's exciting. So even better if you can pull it off.
Cool, excellent. Well, I think we might sort of start winding it down with that then, and sort of as we've been talking about that. What you've sort of been building and things that you got coming up.
Built another 2 floors of the building. Not quite there yet. Got some more to do. And then altered popped the kitchen, the roof on the side. So it all comes together like that.
Fantastic.
So it's a cool build. It's bigger than I thought it would be, to be fair. In terms of the channel, I've got that video which I uploaded at the weekend about those light cubes. And like I said, I'm editing together the Friends amusement park, which I'll just grab it, which is this one. So I'm creating a stop motion, so all this will come to life in the video. So I'm working on maybe get ready for this weekend, but we shall see. Hopefully it will be an upload for the weekend. If not, it'll be early next week. So please do look out for that. I spent over a month doing that, so it would be nice to get some good views on that one. So if you are available, then I'll probably premiere it this weekend. So look out for that. And thank you again for having me on. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's always great to have you here. And even though you had some other sort of matters beforehand to pop in at some stage, always appreciate that. And
no, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thing as I was sort of saying when you weren't here, obviously the chat was saying, "Where are you?" And then it's bizarre because you've always been here ever since you've sort of been streaming consistently with us. It's good that
I enjoy it. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's nice to stream with brilliant people. So everybody's great in the community, and it's lovely to be a part of it. And I do say that. I don't say that lightly. I appreciate all the support. So thank you.
Excellent. So, I mean, obviously, Kerry is referring to you and saying streaming with brilliant people, so it certainly wasn't me.
It was definitely you.
So, Kerry, what do you sort of manage to get to, and what do you got sort of coming up?
So, I have got through the middle bit. Oh God, nearly got through the middle bit of the Indiana Jones set. So I did this bit on my stream on Tuesday, and then this bit goes here, which makes the second bit. And then I will hopefully be doing the third bit. I just need to show you this movement because it's awesome.
That looks so cool. That does.
It's just beautiful. That little
Just flows perfectly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That motion,
Right.
yeah.
It's all done with Technic axles back there as well. So. Yeah.
I wonder how long that took them to fathom that out.
Oh, I don't know. But yeah, so hopefully I'm going away tomorrow for 4 nights, 5 days. I'll be getting back on Tuesday. So hopefully on Tuesday I can stream on the evening, depending on what time I get back, when I've got my cats sorted, because I've got to go and pick those up. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be able to stream that evening. And other than that, there's nothing else that I am doing that week. I think I am on London Bridge Bricks next Friday as well. If that's the 21st, it is. Yeah, so catch me on my stream, hopefully on Tuesday, and then London Bridge Bricks on Friday. So, yeah.
Cool, excellent. Alrighty then.
I'm annoyed I didn't
on Thursday, but I don't know. I'm still working, so
I'm annoyed that I missed your stream, Kerry, because I never even got a notification, which is weird. I totally missed it. Nothing came through.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Just when I looked at it and it was past the stream had already gone, I thought, oh no, yeah,
you'd have to get onto Discord, because I always stick a thingy in Discord saying that I'm going to be streaming. So
right.
It's just another thing though, isn't it? When you've got all the social medias.
Yeah, I'm just keeping track of them all, and
I still can't get into Threads. I don't know what's happened there. It won't let me post anything.
Threads? Oh god, that's just giving me flashbacks to that bloody film from being a kid. That post-apocalyptic thing. That's god. Anyway, you saw that. You might not have seen that, Matt, because you were in Australia, but they put a film on around 1985, a 12-minute film, about what would have happened if they dropped a nuclear bomb on Sheffield, which is just the town the sea across. It was awful. For me, just watching
everybody would have been cheering. No, I mean,
Thanks. But no, it was traumatic. It made us watch. Yeah, oh god. Chills.
And then that was 85. Then you had Chernobyl the next year, anyhow. So not much.
God. I can remember at that age being very, very. I was into like watching everything to do with war and Holocaust and not Holocaust, sorry. Post-apocalyptic
things. Yeah. I mean, the thing which I remember from that time period is like the notion of World War III was very, very real, like because you're still the Cold War and everything like that was going on, and it was sort of Anyhow, so
emotional damage.
Yeah, moving on from that.
So you mentioned like a little thing saying Threads, and that's where my mind goes.
Interesting little connection. So anyhow, this is I'll see if we can get it in here. There's something weird going on with my camera, but got most of the Galaxy Explorer done. Sort of just got to go through and put some of the engines on. I was kind of had to mute myself a little bit there during stream because these canopy pieces, guess what's happened to them again? They are all scratched.
Oh, no.
And they're
bad.
They're basically exact same size of the X-Wing. So I've now got a list of about 4 or 5 different sets. I've got to speak to customer service about trying to get replaced. So
I don't know why they just don't put them in separate bags. They save a hell of a lot. Really.
Look, these ones were, so you got 2 of them in the same bag plus a whole bunch of pieces. Like it's, as soon as I saw the bag, it's like, this is going to be, anyhow. So something there's that. In terms of me, hopefully get another one of the top 5 most expensive Lego sets. I think we're up to about 2009. Hopefully on Saturday, get that out. Sunday should be on Bonnie's Brick stream, which starts 7:30 UK time and 2:30 American time. So check that out. That's always fun over there, just doing some squiggles and drawings and things like that. And I think, and then back here next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. UK time, 3:30 American time. And I think just winding up some of the other things. I did have a poll going out there. I'm not even sure if I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably going to take me too long.
Yes, so we have got. Did you buy something during Amazon Prime days? Yes, my bank balance is hurt 10%. No, I resisted temptation 75%. Who resisted temptation? And is Prime a Transformer 15%?
So it sounds like on those numbers, thanks to everyone who filled in the survey there, that most people were able to resist it, which it did feel like it was a little bit weaker than previous years. And I think otherwise, if anybody wants to comment on the replay gang, as always, if you put a comment in there, I'll give you a shout out on the next stream. Usual sort of social media, share, like, and subscribe. Check out all the other guests. The details are down below. You can see the YouTube channels or Instagram accounts and things like that with all the fun things that they're doing. And thanks to the people who are here today in the chat, we had KO, Cabbage Face Lego, Thyson, Omega Man, Brickscene, TJ, Big Nate Bricks, Stud Studios, Fooling with Bricks, Brick Stays Pass, One Brick Stud, and there's probably some others out there as well. Apologies if I didn't quite get all through it. And thanks to two guests which are here. And earlier we had Bonnie's Bricks and Lady McBrick as well. I think that's got most things. Is there anything else you guys just want to mention before we get out of here?
No, just stay creative, everybody.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yep. And enjoy whatever you're doing. Hope that you have a good week and everything is going well out there. And with that, I think we are all done here. So thanks again. Have a good week, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Biblia super duper.
See ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.